Oh, you interviewed the Plastic Cup Boys.
Yeah.
That
was dope. I tell people all the time.
Did you interview them when they was in Mizzou? Because that's when I went to Kevin Hart's show.
I interviewed them when they were getting ready for the show that they got on Car and Driver.
Were you there still?
At Mizzou when Kevin Hart was there?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe.
I feel like you was. Because I feel like...
He performed at the arena, right?
Yeah, he was at
the Kevin Hart show. Like what?
He's at the basketball arena, and that's how I knew. That's how I learned about the Plastic Cup Boys, because like they was his openers, and I'm like, all these niggas sound like Kevin Hart. I'm like, they all write his jokes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guarantee they all
write his jokes.
Yeah,
and he's just one of his most famous because they all got their own Kevin Hart. Like if
like
you hear
bags, they get it
right,
in.
like they all sound like Kevin. I'm like, okay, I see how this goes.
I tell people all the time, like, he's as famous and successful as he is because he fucking gets it.
Yeah, he gets being famous.
Like, he understands.
Yeah.
So, like, when I interviewed them, it was a Plastic Cup Boy thing. It's pieces of this that you don't see. Like, before the camera and the video goes live, they're frying me. They're lighting me the fuck up, bro.
He ain't got no choice.
He gotta hurry up and change.
They are going in. And then I stop and I say, wait a minute, hell no. And I get to frying them right back.
Nigga, I'm from Chicago, baby.
You got me messed up.
I get to going right back. I go square to square and fry their ass up. And it kind of like,
and I'll be scared to go straight up with some comedians. I ain't just frying no comedians.
No, it broke the ice. Like, I went back to back and I started with Kev and he started laughing so hard. He like, okay, this nigga's This nigga's funny. He's like, all right.
Gee, getting heated by Kevin Hart. Put that on my fucking tombstone. That's hilarious.
I'm gonna sing out, bro. They heated me for 5 fucking straight minutes.
That's
I couldn't do shit about it. I'm hearing it, but I'm doing a sound check.
Yeah.
Just light my ass.
Like imagine them telling you sound checking it, they just get the
Wait, so they not directly heating you? Like you hear this shit on the boom or some shit?
No. I'm looking at them and they're looking at me.
Check. Let's heat him.
Right.
But I'm talking to the producers and they're like frying me. And then I'm like, all right, now that this shit's straight, yo ass, and I'm going back, and they just start laughing. But Kevin Hart gets it. Like, he really gets it.
He definitely the smallest hitman I ever seen in my life, bro.
Yeah,
like, because we had some good seats. We was like 5th row. That nigga was so little, G.
Small.
He like this. He like that camera stand right there. I swear to God, like, shorty was tiny as hell. Big ass boots. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another star-studded episode of My Thoughts, My Faults podcast. This is your boy Terry motherfucker Rock.
It's your boy Reezy in the building.
Reezy, baby. We got our nigga Chap over there on the scisside. And we got a special guest today, Shawn Woodards.
Yes, sir.
That's how you know for a while.
You feel me? That's that grew up in high school, heard your name get called in the class.
Shawn.
It is.
We was talking about this Omarion and Mario versus tonight.
It's happening right now, actually.
And my man's Shawn, what'd you say?
I said this is quite literally a better song than Marion ever made.
Turn you.
Literally. What's that, Bria's interlude?
Yes,
Better than anything Mario has ever thought about making in his life.
And that's low-key a sleeper.
Yeah, we fuck with you, Rio. Shit, but
that shit ain't a sleeper, bro. That's like one of the hardest jumps off there.
That's not. I didn't even think about that Omarion song when this whole versus battle. Like until you brought that shit up, I wasn't even thinking about Bria's interlude.
Was bro on that shit? And then I'm like, hell yeah, he start that shit off.
Yeah.
If you leave it up to me to judge, it would be like,
he ate Drake ass up on that shit.
Yes, he did.
Keep it a buck. But 40 ate everybody because that beat is fucking off the beat rack.
Y'all know that's Takeaway from was it Missy Elliott joint?
It's so
no, I didn't know the sample.
The Takeaway with Genuine and shit.
that shit fire.
Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely sound like a Genuine record. Now that y'all say that,
I never heard Missy and Genuine on the same track before, but that definitely sound like a Genuine.
You definitely heard this song before.
You definitely heard this song before.
Yeah, Takeaway.
Bro.
It's I think it came out after Aaliyah died. I could be wrong.
Takeaway.
That was like one of the main like tributes and shit, like off of that Missy album.
Yeah, it was kind of like when you don't have anything else.
Let's see.
Like, you get the people around you.
yeah.
But you definitely heard this.
He freaked this.
Yes, he freaked the fuck out of this.
It's probably
It's
not the
definitely
part,
Genuine.
but definitely freaked it.
Nah, that's the part.
I think Lil Mo on this joint too.
Lil Mo?
Yeah.
Shout out Lil Mo.
Lil Mo on the My Thoughts, My Faults podcast.
Funny thing.
Yeah, but that's it. That's the part.
She hates my entire university.
Who?
Lil Mo, she hate Mizzou.
She got into like a whole Twitter beef with us. We got a lot of Twitter beefs like with celebrities.
Angela Simmons being one of them too.
Angela
I
Simmons
think.
was
Yeah,
one.
with my homies that threw an event with her and shit. Like,
All right, let's talk about your time in Mizzou.
Wait, let's talk about that event first. Cause what the fuck? Why the fuck did y'all have Angela Simmons at
So it was
Mizzou?
funny. We had an event.
What was she
called-
finna do?
We had an event
Motivational
called,
speak?
Good music, good fashion.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of which, and they talk about her fashion all the time. Well, let's go.
And Angela Simmons was the host,
yep,
Okay.
Yep.
and the main performer was Janae Aiko.
Yep.
This is before any of the worst or any of that. So
That's
it's
like
still
old
kind of
boy
like-
shit. Like,
Yeah, it's
let's
kind
take
of like
it slow
still
shit. yeah.
rising, still rising Janae Aiko.
Right.
And Angela Simmons was really cold.
She's still cold.
She was no, not like cold, like
Like dry?
appearance, like dry.
Like dry as a whole,
like
just
she
her whole
didn't wanna be
presentation.
Like as in cold shoulder.
Yeah, she didn't want to be there. Like she didn't interact well with people, and she was a dry host.
Right.
And it was just like
So y'all just turned up on Twitter?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have paid her no money to be
I
no
think they
host.
turned up on her in person.
Like, bitch, come pop these bottles.
For real?
I think,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I can remember correctly, they turned up on her in person.
Like a mob of black people just coming
Kinda
at?
just like you not shit. Like,
Right.
Like
like
the
at the end of the
I
day,
can see
you're
that.
still a
Black women don't
person.
don't mess with Angela Simmons too heavy, bro.
And it
For
was,
real?
it was
None of the
crazy. Like
Simmons.
people were really open to her, but when they gave their energy, it was very much like, yeah, nah, you just still a black person, bro. Like,
That's crazy.
Insane.
yeah.
All right, so then who else y'all get into it with?
I got into it with Young Jock.
That's hilarious. Like, did he have a
that's
perm?
funny.
No, this is before he had a perm. He threatened me actually.
Okay, so
It was actually
walk us
quite
through
funny.
this, bro.
Because you was probably dealing with a lot of the artists that came down to Mizzou.
Occasionally,
Right.
depend on the event. But for this one, he was down there on his own personal tour.
Mm-hmm.
He booked a venue like off campus and,
Off campus?
and like, he
But like
was-
through a Mizzou concert though.
yeah, and it was kind of weird. And he was performing all his hits and everything. And maybe a block and a half from the venue he was performing at, the Alphas were throwing a party.
Okay.
And I was cool with this guy named Jamal. Me and Jamal, we still cool. One of my best friends in life.
J Camps?
And
That Jamal?
nah, it's another Jamal. But you probably met him too. His name is Jamal Andrus. But he's an alpha, and you know it's his party or whatnot. You know how college parties get.
They get a little rowdy.
Capacity,
Yeah.
And the fire marshal comes say you let anybody else in, they'll shut you down.
Especially if they hear Jock over there
But he wasn't there
down the
yet.
street.
So he walked down the street
Yeah.
to come to the party. And then the fire marshal just told them we can't let nobody else in. So they denied him at the door. And me just being a dumb college kid, I'm like, yo, I was at the party last night. The young jock didn't get into it or some shit.
got into
You
the
said that
party.
on Twitter?
Yeah, I said it on Twitter.
Oh, my
And I can't
God.
remember if I tagged him or not. I don't think I tagged
Damn,
him.
if you tagged, you petty, bro.
I don't think I tagged him. But
Bro, it's like Young
I
Jock.
can't
Hey,
say
I was
it
at the
before.
Young Jock. I was at the college party. The Young Jock.
Young Jock couldn't get in.
The Young
Nigga
Jock
Jock
could
couldn't even
get.
get in that bitch.
And he retweeted
Hey, hating
it.
outside the club, you can't even get in.
Bro, he retweeted it. It was like, yo, duck ass nigga, I'll beat your ass, I'll kill you. This, I'm like, bro,
Oh,
what?
shit.
And we went back and forth, and in that situation, the celebrity never wins.
Right.
Nah,
So I'm just
never.
trolling him at this point. He just getting madder and madder.
That's
And then
hilarious.
he eventually
Bro.
blocked me.
I'm mad I missed that day on Twitter.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
But yeah, that was one. The other one, who said it was Lil Mo? It was Lil Mo versus the entire University of Missouri.
Yeah.
She still got most of us blocked. And yeah, that's the three for real.
That's insane. What you think? What's some of your best times at Mizzou?
Oh man, once I was there, I started to realize that I didn't really need what they were trying to teach me in the classroom.
Oh yeah.
What'd you go for? Journalism?
I
or-
went for journalism. They wanted you to have a 3.0 to graduate from journalism school, or at least you stay in journalism school. And I was like, I had shit going on back at the crib. I
Yeah.
told mama to take care of shit at the crib, and then they fucked up and let me figure out you create your own degree program. So
Yeah.
I took the pieces from the J school that I wanted, and the marketing pieces I wanted, and the sociology pieces I wanted, and made my own major, and only had to have a 2.0 to graduate.
Oh damn.
So at that point, I just started working and throwing parties and hosting.
Shout out to that.
Shit, I'm out of here.
If
Yeah.
we got any youngins on here listening,
Yeah, it's
Listen
called
to the boy.
interdisciplinary studies, and you get out of there and don't waste your scholarship.
Don't waste your time. Message.
But yeah,
and
no,
you only need a 2.0? Boy, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Other than
nice.
that, it was just like the best parts of me was like, you know, meeting and meeting people, networking, finding out what I really want to do, how to get into it, and just having a good time and learning
lifelong
myself.
friends, right?
Basically.
And did you from the people? Because a lot of people from King went there. Did you get close with your King classmates, your high school classmates, or no? During your time in college.
Kind of. 9 of us went down there together.
That's a
Oh,
crazy
that's strong.
amount.
That's strong.
Because I didn't know. I low key didn't know nothing about Mizzou until I graduated.
No, I wanted to go to
class.
Mizzou, but I didn't get
It
in.
was
I
kind of
graduated
crazy.
class
Like
with
our graduating class was kind of like the start of the Mizzou pipeline.
It was.
Yeah.
From Chicago down there.
Yeah.
So when we got there, it was only
Kayla and them
people-
would say that they did it, but I feel like it was 09.
I mean, they was down there. It was
They
like
was down
them
there.
and James and Cam, and that was it. But once we got down there, like Chicago
came
was a good amount that came. I think it was like maybe in total it was like 15 of us that came.
I know by the time my year came around, it was everybody wanted to go down there.
Everybody went to Missoula U of I. That was it.
That was it.
But when I was there, the people that I went there with,
even the
dumb
dumb
I was
kids
cool with from at home. Like me and Drea was already cool.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Portia was cool. I knew Leah my whole life, so it was just
No,
like
that's perfect.
Yeah, like me and Pierce was tight. So it was people that I had.
You think that shit helped you definitely like get through school though?
Kind of.
That support system.
Kind of. It gave
Absolutely.
you a start. Like,
Yeah,
It
yeah.
gave you a fallback on anything.
Right.
Like, oh, at least I know I got people down here I fuck with.
and it's all women that you name pretty much. Baddies at that.
So it was like it's people down here that I know and I can kind of like align with and make it happen.
Most stuff.
That's what's up, man.
So transitioning into your new career,
Yeah.
working at Source
Yeah.
currently. Well, that wasn't the initial jump.
It was.
What happened in between that?
I started with Karen Civil.
Okay,
Started
yeah.
college, and then music industry don't pay off real. So you have to like work two things at one time. So
Mhm.
it come down to how much you want it and how much you just want to stay into it
Right.
and find your way through.
I'm sure you learned a lot from Karen Civil though.
Enough.
I feel that.
Enough. I learned enough directly, and I learned a lot indirectly.
Mm-hmm.
But
Just a fly on the wall type shit.
yeah, fly on the wall, peeping shit.
See how she
understand
handles
shit,
situations, stuff like
See
that.
how she handles certain situations. See how she kind of puts you in a position and expect you to do the rest.
Right.
It's like a lot of it, you really have to take what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people look for people to hand out stuff. And
You didn't think about going into like management after like seeing what Karen was doing?
nah,
Nah.
it's a headache.
That for real, G.
Headache.
Such a headache.
Yellow
Yeah,
with prima donnas and shit.
Oh, it's
dog.
it's part
Put your mic
babysitting.
in a little bit.
Want to bring it in over a bit? There we go.
Hey man,
Yeah, right
you
there.
just read my thoughts, man. I'm over here like I'm getting a lot of.
What's crazy
It needs to be
is
chopping in and out. I hate that chord.
it's good. We got it. That's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right. So what's crazy is artists are the most fickle people on the planet,
Yeah.
and like you can't tell them anything.
Mm-mm.
Like literally nothing.
Man,
I work with them. I know it'd be
man,
crazy.
man,
Well,
So
I
they
used to
wanna,
work with them.
They want to do it their way at all times, and it's tough. I loosely work with a couple people now that I just truly like believe in or like his people, and then it's just like cool like that. But full on management, I probably go crazy. I had to be like up in the pocket before.
Yeah, to the point where you just got time, just excess
Yeah,
time, because
and
that shit.
then be able to pull people together because it ain't no one person job.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not possible.
No, for sure. All right, so from Karen Civil, you went to.
I quit actually. When I quit KC, I didn't have an industry job.
Oh, damn, that was tough.
I just was kind of like, I'm not growing no more here.
Mm-hmm.
So I could
Was
just
you
quit.
working?
Yeah, I was working.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm always working. Like now I got 3 jobs.
How many people she employ? Like, how big is the company?
At that time, it was like for the site, it was maybe like 7 or 8 of us.
Oh, okay, I figured it was some small number
It
like
was
that.
small. Like
Yeah.
we had direct contact with her.
Mm-hmm.
Cool
Heavy
person.
workload, maybe.
Not for real.
Okay.
Not for real. It's manageable.
Okay.
She's
for
real
sure.
respectful of time and understanding.
And he right for real.
And
In
then-
2020, he wrote 1,700 articles, y'all. I just gotta say that.
That's a crazy amount.
That's a crazy
During the
amount.
panties.
I actually looked at my source stats the other day. Probably by the end of July, I've written 10,000 source articles
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's insane.
And that's-
And you started.
That's
You started that when?
in 2017.
2017. Shout out to
Yeah, that's
that.
fire.
That'd be
10K
before-
articles.
That's not even considering like the magazines.
That's
Just
crazy.
online.
Bro, so you averaging like 2,200 a year,
Yeah,
bare minimum.
I do it minimum 10 a day.
Oh, that's love.
That's-
love.
that's
crazy.
That's work.
That's
ethic.
crazy.
That's work.
Work.
How many words?
Between 300 and 500.
Yeah, but it gotta be concise too. That's
Concise.
yeah.
It has to
Gotta
have
get
that
knocked
extra
out.
analysis.
That's
Gotta get
that's
knocked
really
out.
nothing.
Yeah.
But it's like
That's
But it-
still
gotta
a
be
lot of
good,
words,
it gotta
bro.
be a good 3 to 5 though.
Yeah.
Is what
That's
I'm saying.
5,000 words
Like,
a day.
Yeah, that you
But
really
it's
care
10,
about though.
you gotta also think about it. It's
You
like
gotta
10
make it
different
seem like you
subject
care, even if you
topics.
don't
It's
care.
shit that
Yeah.
you fuck with. It's shit
And
that
like you gotta know
follow.
everything.
Yeah.
I gotta be up before the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time you wake up?
4 a.m.
4
Got
a.m.
to.
Yeah.
Got to.
So what you do? What's the like? Walk us through your day. What's the first thing you do? Do you hop on a Twitter machine or what?
I wake up and I look at the sun and wonder what the fuck I'm up this early. That's what I do
I'm talking about
first.
what son? Where?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's crazy. Like I really wake up and wonder why I'm up this early, and then I sit there. I got to get myself right, like my body right 1st. I work out. I drink some water.
Take a poop.
That too. But that comes later because I drink like 16 ounces of water up front, and then I drink black coffee. I don't put nothing in my coffee.
Okay, you just like me. One of
That's
those.
awesome.
I'm one of
That's
those.
Yeah,
Got
you're
you,
weird.
bro.
The only thing that I do put in my coffee is lemon juice because it helps start It starts your metabolism.
Really?
With the hot temperature.
So by 6 o'clock,
So
my
that's my
entire
fat ass
body
to
is
do.
flushed.
Take some coffee and lemon juice.
By 6 o'clock, my entire body is flushed.
Yeah.
3,000 milligrams of apple cider vinegar.
Better not hop on no airplane.
Man, it's crazy. And yeah, 3,000 milligrams of apple cider vinegar.
That's tough.
And then
just straight raw.
Nah, I got them in capsules.
Okay, I was about to say,
God, they got capsules. They got apple cider capsules.
Oh, that's crazy.
How's it taste?
It don't taste like nothing.
It don't taste like shit. I have the capsules
crazy.
too.
It tastes like nothing.
But I used to do the teaspoons and like
that
dilute
shit
it in
horrible.
water.
Woo,
Cayenne pepper, a little ginger.
So then
Y'all is putting me up on G right now. I'm sitting over here like health class, boy.
It keeps flushing your system. It keeps
Ain't no way you would eat no apple cider vinegar.
That shit
I don't
tastes
know.
terrible, bro.
You don't even
pretty
eat.
bad.
What we talk about? This man don't eat. You don't even eat. All you eat is chicken.
Yeah, I'm a big chicken guy.
I mean, look, that's how you really need on the meat end.
All kinds of chicken protein.
Yeah,
all types of chicken protein.
But yeah, from there, then I hop right on Twitter. I hop in my email and everything. That's around like 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
By 7:30, I've written 10 articles and been watching the news and Good Morning America.
Oh, that's solid.
That shit always,
ABC.
So how you pick what you gonna work on? Like
depending on what's happening in the world.
what's happening in the world. So
Other
like
than that,
don't,
PR people hit me
so
up.
like the first 10 things that you see, like or
The biggest stories. On top of that, I got to edit everybody else's stories. So I'll touch 30 stories a day. And then on top of that, I might do social media for the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then read pitches, talk to PR reps, some of everything.
Right.
And keep it going. It never ends.
Just words, never end. It's just constant onslaught of words all day.
Kincaid on 1,000 right now, bro.
So from there, I'm at my.
How many other like writers like articles do you think you have to go through? Like, how many other writers is it?
About 6 or 7.
About 6 or 7. Okay.
About 6 or 7 on rotation. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more. 6 or 7 on the rotation.
Just doing 10 articles as well.
Nah, they do anywhere from like 2 to 7.
Okay.
So then after that, I work another job too.
Mm-hmm.
So on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I got to go in the office for there. I'm in the office there downtown on Ontario by 8:30. Okay. I get out of there at 4:30. I go see my mama, make sure she's straight.
Mm-hmm.
Get back home.
What a good kid.
Gotta
man.
see mama.
Get back home, play some video games, get my mind right, check emails again, and then be right back to it.
I feel it. That's busy life is a healthy life.
So like at night, if something dropped while you playing video games, or whatever, you write.
Like when Drake dropped that last week, Drake just popped up.
I be knowing though.
Well, you knew that.
So you knew the Drake shit was happening.
Yeah.
How long did you know in advance?
Maybe 12 hours.
12 hours. Okay.
Yeah. That's like I know. I guess I can say it. I'll say it. Like it's another Beyonce drop tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Ooh,
that's fine.
exclusive.
That's fine. Hey.
My thoughts, my fault podcast.
It'll be another one on like Tuesday.
Have you heard it?
No, but I know the whole
album
is
coming
out.
up.
Well, I know Beyonce gonna drop all the way up until.
Yeah, but actually, I think after that it's a wrap.
For real?
I think next week is the tour dates. I could be wrong, but I think next week is the tour dates.
That's big though.
She giving y'all 3 singles and then the tour dates and then everybody going.
Because she didn't have to go on tour
so
off this album.
What's in them box sets? I haven't looked. I'm a huge Beyonce
it's a t-shirt
fan.
And a t-shirt and a CD. And I think like one more merch item.
Okay.
Is it a movie?
I don't know. But I hear
she probably
whispers
will.
that
I can't
she
see
has
her
a
not
Netflix deal.
I think it's more than just an album.
Yeah,
I think
Beyonce
it's like
don't play.
some content, like some real content.
She
coming.
don't play,
Yeah.
and it's been about 5-6 years since she dropped the album. So I expect it to be a big deal.
Yo, how do y'all choose who gonna get the cover story? Do you know when you get in the cover story already? Of course, or because you gotta
plan them out.
actually
It
usually meet
depends.
with the artist, right?
We catch pitches. So like artists let us know when they have something coming a month in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So like when Thug was about to release, what was the last album? Punk?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I knew like 4 months in advance.
Okay.
And they were trying to organize the cover story, but it fell apart because the PR representative that was working for the agency that was trying to put it on, she left for another agency. So it all fell apart and whatnot. But they reach out and they let us know. We talk budgets and plans and what angle they're trying to tell and everything, and we go from there.
Is the budget mainly just like for the shoot?
Yeah, mainly.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly for the shoot.
What else would it be? Food? Like,
I mean,
I'm trying to think about
it's for
it.
the shoot. Travel for me. Travel for our team.
Mm-hmm. You got any photographers that you like working with for like your story?
Not particularly. They're normally assigned because at this point, the source has a photographer. His name is Dan Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
He's here. He's actually Chicago based.
That's
but
fine.
when it comes to those cover shoots, they have who they want to work with already.
Mm-hmm.
So they just bring us.
So the artist pick or the artist pick.
The
magazine. Okay,
That's cool as hell. That's
cool.
like that type of freedom is cool as hell.
Yeah, they pick and we only do so many cover stories now. So, since I've been there, I think we've done 6, maybe 7. I've wrote 6 of them.
Oh, that's cracking.
Wow, that's
Big
amazing, man.
shit.
Shout out to
That's cracking.
But yeah, it's a grind, man.
What's your favorite cover story so far? I see you did the one on Cordae. I see the Metro and 21 one.
That was the favorite one.
The Metro and 21 one.
Because it happened so fast.
Bro,
They're
and
the only people I didn't meet when we did it.
for real?
It happened so fast because I don't know what their process
Did
was.
Osaka pull up?
No, no. I thought about what you were saying. No, no, not at all. What was funny about the 21 and Metro is I don't know how quick they made Savage Mode too, but like on, let's say, just to give like an idea of the timeline, let's say they hit me up today. Like, hey, we got this album coming out Friday. So let's say they hit me up yesterday because we only had a 2-day window.
Right.
They hit me up on Wednesday and say, yo, we got this album coming out Friday. We want a cover story. We already did a photo shoot. We'll send you the pictures.
21 got that juice.
Make it easy.
21 got that juice.
Literally like that. And it was like his manager, and he connected me with 21 and Metro.
Okay.
And said, and we had a 12-hour window to get it interviewed and written, and then create it and put it into a digital format to release.
That's crazy. Like, had to get photos, everything.
You had to create the cover, write the story, edit the story, do the interview, get all the social plan ready in 12 hours.
So I'm assuming no sleep. Well, 12 hours, yeah, that ain't, you're not sleeping anyway.
No, that's tough.
In 12 hours. It was literally that long. And that was 4,000 words.
Damn. Yeah, that's a big
Yeah, that's
step
a big
up.
story.
That's a big step up.
That's a real big story.
From 500 words,
Like, what,
because I can fart out a 500 word little.
But
essay.
did you get to hear the album though? They give you the album. You don't. So you didn't get the album.
You don't get no bias.
See, if I don't get that, I'm
So
kind
you
of
get-
alright. So
you
now
get-
I'm kind of irritated if
pissed
I don't
off.
get the album.
So
I
I'm
was
I don't
supposed to
know.
get the album, but I didn't.
So I'm just interviewing.
So how's writing
you.
a story? You haven't heard some music sometimes, like.
Basically just asking questions about their experience together.
Mhm.
And then what they were working on was the ambition for it. I hadn't heard shit.
They didn't let you know about the Morgan Freeman thing or
I
nothing.
knew nothing about Morgan Freeman.
That's bogus as hell.
That's
Like,
insane.
you know what I'm saying?
I knew
That's
nothing
insane.
about Morgan Freeman. Nothing at all.
That's crazy.
That's funny you bringing it up because we were literally talking about that in the car yesterday.
No, because we was like 21 ain't dropped
like,
in a
21
minute.
ain't
It's-
dropped
it was-
nothing.
He ain't dropped in 20 since
There's
2020.
a lot of people about to drop.
Yeah,
I think
they were waiting on touring to open back up. That's what I feel like. And
I
like
think
now
it's-
it's a complete green light. Everybody's
this
dropping.
run between now and Beyonce is about to have a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like even today, Chris Brown, Giveon, The Game.
Also, Breezo come out at midnight.
Yeah.
He come out Friday. Somebody was telling me Saturday.
tonight.
I'm like, bro, I don't know why y'all
Yeah,
keep
somebody
saying Saturday.
kept saying Saturday. I'm like,
I'm
albums don't
I'm
come
like,
out.
albums
on
come out
Saturdays.
on Friday. I don't know why y'all
Saturday.
keep saying this.
Thursday
Like next
night.
week is Brent Fayez.
Brent dropping?
Brand dropping.
dropping.
Oh God.
Did
Yeah.
you know that?
Did you
I
know
did
that?
not know that.
16,
I didn't know that.
16-track album called Wasteland.
Man, we got some exclusives.
I felt like I seen that. No, I feel like I seen that. I did see that Brent was dropping that
So
Wasteland.
yeah, it's a lot
That's
of
gonna
people
be
coming
big.
right now.
That's gonna be hard body. I'm already knowing.
Yeah, I need some toxic shit.
Brent could put himself in a different conversation with this album because the last album was so good.
Well,
if
fuck
he
the world.
if he delivers on this next album, he could put himself in a good conversation because he delivered some fire singles since that last album.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
So
including the joint with
his
Drake.
consistency, if he can keep his consistency up, he might be in a good position.
So,
Damn.
like, going back to what we were talking about. So, that was your favorite cover story, right? And
Yeah.
it wasn't because it was so hard, because it was such a,
I think
like, you
because
accomplished something in such a short amount of time.
I think for it being hard, but then also like the reception around it.
Yeah.
Like seeing it was on the Shade Room and seeing it was like everywhere else, people was loving it. And then it was like, damn, it was such a good story. It was so in depth. I'm like, man, I ain't no shit.
Right? That's like,
I'm
Like,
literally,
especially as a writer though, the response is definitely what you kind of live
I'm
for,
literally
right?
just
Like,
pulling this out my ass.
yeah.
So like that was my favorite for that. The second one would be the one we did with Quality Control because it was my first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a hell of an intro
That was
to
my
doing
first
this QC. So, you met everybody?
That one, no, I didn't meet everybody. Only person I met in that one was Yachty. I met Yachty, but it was more so about the label as a whole, and opposed to individually talking about each one.
Okay.
But that was my first one.
So, with segue, with QC right now, are you seeing, do you have any inside sources on what's going on with the Migos? Because we need to know.
I don't.
Are they,
Like, is this
done
publicity
for?
or are they really just, like, mad beefing right
I
now?
truly have no idea. If you had to leave me to guess, I think it's real. I truly think it's real, but
They'll get over it because they family.
I think it's
they
fake.
better get over it.
I think it's fake.
They gonna get over it. But
Even if it's not fake, I don't think it's something that will never touch like the public light of day.
Yeah.
That's good.
We'll never hear the real story of whatever they beefing over.
I told you my
and that's
theory.
cool because that's family business, and I'm cool with that.
Shawn, this is my theory, right? So look, since it's like Offset basically against the rest of them, I'm looking at it on some Offset's comfortable. He got a family, and his wife is a super mega star. And these men, they can't relate to it. They probably trying to work and do stuff. We'll get back into the studio, tour or whatever. He probably was like, man, I got all these kids. I got this $1 billion wife. I'm chilling. You feel me? Whatever. Because I can't imagine it being over no money.
I agree with that too. And then I also think it's a difference in the type of moves that they're doing. Like, you'll see Quavo in different places, but everything Offset doing is like a legit business move.
Yeah.
Crypto and hosting shows.
Real. Like I was, he also, that's that
Esports,
family life thing. It's different.
Yeah.
Because now Quavo newly single or whatever, he probably trying to get back, or whatever. Takeoff, we don't know, never know what folks got going on.
Nothing about Takeoff.
We don't know nothing about Takeoff. But I feel like they're literally family and they're family musically. So like, I feel like they'll get over this.
Yeah, I feel like we'll never hear about this beef.
They should never break up.
Quavo just gave Takeoff a chain with all three of them on it. Yeah. That's not something you do if you into it.
Yeah, especially if you made yourself millionaires, you got a bond forever off that, period.
That's facts.
That's like winning a championship.
So Shawn, being in the industry, are you ever taken aback by some of the antics that happen behind the scenes? Nothing surprises you anymore? Because it's so many, like, it's so much BS sometimes. You know what I mean?
Nothing surprises me. I can't tell you the last time I was surprised by anything.
In music, right?
So just give us some wild joys here. Give us some memorable moments.
Give us a Shawn story. We need an exclusive.
A Shawn G exclusive.
Okay, I won't say who.
Okay.
Okay, I will say who, but I won't say who the other people were in this room.
All right, for sure.
I went to South by Southwest one time, and I was interviewing Ty Dolla $ign.
Okay.
And this is new Ty Dolla $ign. This is
this is fingernail painted Ty Dolla $ign.
Like Paranoid.
Yeah, Paranoid Ty Dolla $ign.
Okay.
I was trying to think what the name of the song is too. My business in the club.
Yeah.
That's what's going off right now.
Okay.
So Ty Dolla $ign to the masses is pretty new.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, yeah, Ty is here, blah blah blah, and it's a Nice Kicks, what they call Nice Kicks house, but it was like a apartment on.
Oh yeah,
top
South
of
by
Nice
Southwest.
Kicks.
Yeah, I already know what you're talking about, like the little rooftop.
The
rooftop.
Yeah.
What year was this? You think?
I want to say 2016.
That might have been the year y'all went.
It might have been a year.
One of those 2 years. It's literally at the start of Ty Dolla $ign.
But I do know Nice Kicks.
This
I know
man,
the Nice Kicks.
wait, quick segue. This man spent for 24 hours on a mega bus
to get to South by.
To get the fucking South by.
I really love music, bro.
That's a long ride.
Gee, that's a long on a mega bus.
We was in college.
Yeah, but keep
At
going.
that point, it's whatever,
Keep going.
Let's get
Nah, that shit was a thing.
But,
we was heating his ass.
It was crazy. So we go and we're interviewing. I'm with my boy Keith because it was like a joint interview. We both going. We were working for Karen Civil at the time, and it was a wild day. It was a wild weekend. I had just met Nipsey Hussle the day before.
Yep.
R.I.P. Nip.
Yeah, man, he was cool as shit. So we get in there and they take us to this like condo above the Nice Kick store, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Ty Dolla $ign is on the balcony." Outside, I will say who was outside of the door. Outside the door was Gunplay.
Oh my God, I got that Bible on the deck.
That shit just sounds so loud.
And Gunplay is lit.
Yeah,
we already know.
And loud. And we just like, and you can hear like through the door, you can tell us a lot of niggas on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, I don't know who's on the other side of this door, but if Gunplay out here wilding,
I can't imagine.
I don't know what's going on.
The assailants.
Hey, if you come with Gunplay, you know you got a crazy ass name,
bro.
AK.
My name 50 Clip.
So
Slumper.
Ty's
called
PR
Chamber.
girl.
One of the chamber. They call me one of the chamber. One of the head. My bad.
No, you good. Ty's PR girl come and get us, and she walk us. And me knowing me, I'm like, I ain't looking to the left, I ain't looking to the right, I ain't looking none of this. So we walk, we get out there, and I'm catching glimpses of stuff. All right, I see something over there, I see a little cocaine here, I see something else over there, I see something right here, and I'm like, all right, I ain't about to, fully look around, because niggas gonna be like, what this nigga looking at type shit.
Right.
We get outside, Ty Dolla $ign, he smoking, he standing on the balcony. They're like, yeah, Ty Dolla $ign, this Shawn, this Keith. We like, what's up, man? He didn't say a word. He just, quiet.
I'm famous. I don't have to speak.
So then my boy Keith, he asked the first question. He was like, yeah, so this your first South by Southwest. I said, blah, how you doing? This. He takes a puff of the blunt. Long ass puff. He stops. He look at us. He take another long ass puff. He stops. He blow the smoke out in our face. I don't like that question. Next one. And we like, fuck. We know.
Here we go.
What you asked the nigga?
Dun, dun.
How was your first South by Southwest?
How is it treating you?
Like,
I
what?
don't like it. It's not treating me well.
He said, I don't like that question.
Nigga, what you want me to... All right.
So Keith look at me, I look at Keith, he like, all right. And then Ty just started laughing. Nah, I'm just fucking with you niggas. How y'all doing, man? And I'm like, bruh. I was like, man, don't do that shit, dog. And then he was laughing. He was the most gracious nigga ever.
That's what's up, man.
He was chilling.
I would fuck with y'all. I would do
niggas
shit all the time. Now that you say it, I would do that shit all the
man.
He
time,
was chilling,
bro.
man. He offered us weed, everything that was in there. He was cool as
Want
shit.
some of this coke?
Well, he didn't offer us coke.
That was gunplay coke.
I ain't gonna get him jammed up like that. Because he had that coke case in Atlanta. I ain't about to.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, like a couple years ago, Ty Dolla $ign got arrested for some coke.
How much? It was like
Okay.
kilos or something?
I have no
He
idea. No, it was like a
shit.
personal stat.
You're not even.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
not a real artist until you get arrested for some coke.
Cocaine,
You
right?
know?
But yeah.
Either you feed in the streets or you feed in your nose.
But yeah, no, that was a wild time. But other than that, like nothing surprises me. Like it's some things I can tell y'all off camera that y'all wouldn't believe. Be like, damn, that is nuts.
What about gimmicks? What about gimmicks that you see? What's probably like the craziest gimmick you've seen?
And they weren't nothing like they were on TV or like when I met
Now we
them.
talking wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's real.
it's a lot of those. But it's a lot. Like, I know, like Plies is like that. Plies is nothing like
Everybody
that.
I met just been kind of authentic to themselves.
That's pretty fun.
I haven't had no bad experiences with nobody. Everybody been cool.
Really? So that's probably the worst, best experience you had so far?
Yeah, I haven't had nobody be an asshole or.
Oh, that's
dick.
dope.
I can tell. Well,
You're
actually,
not a little
ironic,
nigga either, though.
Yeah.
So
I think
And-
that might also matter.
And you also at source, which is respected.
But even like when I wasn't, I would just be talking to people chill, and it was just like, oh, you just a nigga. Like
That's the Chicago.
That's
Chicago.
That's what it is
yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
And they don't shit
that
impress
shit
us
really
for real.
translates.
That shit
That shit
impress us
definitely
for real.
translates. Like, we
It's
could be in a
crazy.
room with somebody we a big fan of and still be like, man, I ain't gonna fan out in front of
Yeah.
this.
That shit don't impress me.
I swear.
I'll tell you two things. Ironically, since we were just talking about it, I met Omarion here. I actually met Omarion on the day where he was wearing the red coat.
Oh, he did the little dance and shit. Oh,
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was there that day.
Wow.
That was
actually a part of history.
That was actually at River Oaks Mall
Wow.
at the
River
Verizon.
Oaks?
Because Essence, every year before Essence Fest, they do this thing called the Road to Essence Fest.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the headliner. And he came out there, it was raining. It was literally 20 people in that parking lot watching him. In that red coat.
It was raining.
and they got the one chick like, yes.
thought this shit was a music video.
I'm gonna find the pictures from this shit and show it to y'all. It was 20 people.
Man, we
in
gonna
there.
drop it on the pod.
I promise I'm gonna see these pictures.
That's gonna be the cover
And
for
it
this
was,
shit, bro.
Yep.
It was
Fucking
him. The host was Terrence J.
Okay.
hilarious.
The opener for him was Justine Skye.
Who?
Okay.
Justine Skye, bro. Come on.
She got
No,
some.
that is.
She was the woman who was unfortunately beat up by Sheck West.
Oh, well,
It was his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
But damn, not the Undertaker.
sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and that's who was there. And when I met him, he was so fucking corny.
For real?
Like this nigga
Oh,
was
Marion
laughing.
looked like he corny. G.
He was laughing at his own jokes.
Ah.
He had just had his son Mega, so he had the baby there.
That's a corny name.
April
for a son.
Jones was there, so I met her.
She pretty as hell.
And she was
Sexy.
fucking
She's so
gorgeous.
pretty, goddamn.
And then me, him, and Terrence J were sitting in the stock room of Verizon eating chicken because
How niggerish.
Then you see-
Right. Niggas get that chicken. You talk about me hating
the
chicken.
venue
That's
that
that
this was
shit.
held at was a Verizon.
Everybody loves
You
chicken,
talking about the
Ryan.
joint like right next to the GameStop,
No one
and the
dislikes
Starbucks?
That Verizon.
Oh my god!
And they
bro.
put the stage up right next to here, right across outside of JCPenney. And that's where he did
Mind
the
you,
dance.
in River Oaks.
And River Oaks.
In
Hey, that's
fact,
That's where he
hilarious.
did the dance. And then
Right off
fans
Torrance.
came in and like shook and took pictures with him.
shit.
And we just sat there and talked for around. He was just laughing at all the jokes. He was corny as shit. But but Terrence J was cool as shit.
Terrence J seemed like a
Yeah.
cool
Nah,
nigga. And his name-
Omarion's a child star, so that
Right,
you
yeah.
know people
Yeah.
been laughing at his
Speaking of
jokes.
child stars, let's take it to the other point. I met Drake in October.
October?
Coolest nigga on the planet.
For real?
Coolest shit.
Yeah, it'd be hard to be cooler than Drake.
I think Drake is pretty cool.
Coolest nigga on the planet.
Nice as hell. Nice ass guy. He Canadian
Because he
too.
corny, but he funny with his
Nice
corniness
ass
because he don't
Canadian.
give a fuck. Ain't
Coolest
like,
guy
bitch,
on the
I'm
planet.
Drake. What the fuck?
Like, do you know who I am, bitch?
Everyone knows. Like,
I met
everyone-
Miguel.
that
Miguel
nigga
was pretty
motherfucking-
cool.
That nigga said that
Miguel
4 years
was
ago.
cool
He was
as a
like, man,
motherfucker.
it's been 3 years since niggas asked me who I was, and that was like fucking, that was like 2012.
Nigga, wild animals will not attack Drake because they know who the fuck he is.
Oh, that's
You feel
Aubrey.
me?
That's my nigga Aubrey.
He's legit. I tell people all the time, I'm like, he's legit.
Yeah.
One of the 10 most famous people on the planet.
Where was that at? Where'd y'all meet?
Jake just got
His birthday
600 of them things
His birthday
too.
party was here?
No, it was in Long Beach.
Oh no.
I was in Long Beach. It was in this past October because he bought a percentage of the streaming platform called Caffeine.
Yeah,
He's
for the
really
battle
in
raps.
battle rap shit.
Really in the battle raps.
So he had a birthday party,
which was
also
the
a battle
card,
rap
and
event.
he picked the entire card
Exactly.
for the battle rap show.
This was up.
So I went out there for that, and I thought it was a joke when I got the invite. Like, you're invited to Drake's birthday party, and I'm like,
Fuck out of here.
bro, when I say I went in there, the phone signals didn't work, nothing worked.
What?
Phone signal did not work.
They got tech.
Hey,
boy, they
EMP
be
y'all
jamming
ass.
That makes
stuff,
sense though,
boy.
because Smack don't want his battles out
Phone
online.
signal
Yeah,
did not
he
work.
jammed that.
He
That's
was cool
smart.
as shit. Like, it was
You met
like
Smack?
That's some
I
military
didn't meet
shit.
Smack.
Okay.
It was like a he had like separate areas. So it was like a VIP area for like media and other rappers and celebrities and shit. And then it was like this other area where like general fans and shit was coming to watch the battle.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to the VIP area, no security, no nothing, just like shaking up people.
You better not fucking touch me.
And then like
I'm
outside
fucking
where
Drake.
the fans were, there was no bar in there. And he was like, "There's no bar in here. Like, this is my birthday party."
Right.
So he sent his niggas out to go get some bottles, and he brought the bottles and just went in the crowd, all diamonds, just pouring up niggas.
Oh, that's love.
That
Shout out.
is love.
Hey, shout out.
Drake for being a
Shout
real
out
nigga.
6 God.
He cool as shit.
Shout out 6
Out
God.
of 6. Did you y'all go back to his house, his little LA house or something like that?
No. When I left there, I went to the Don Toliver show. It was a very wild day.
Yeah, that's a crack
That sounds like a
night.
great show to go to.
I watched
After going to a Drake birthday party, going to a Dime T show, that's probably lit.
I wasn't a big fan of Don Toliver. Then I seen him at Day in Vegas
You
live.
tweeted Don,
I wasn't. Wait. I seen him at Day in Vegas live, and I'm like, yo, this nigga Don
Nigga's
T is
actually
that
fire,
nigga.
man.
Like
Yeah,
Don
come
T
on,
he got hits, bro.
And
He
it
got
was-
real hits.
Don T make memorable music. He
Yeah.
makes shit that that's gonna be stuck in your
It
head.
was
That's
at
the key.
Palladium.
Palladium.
Palladium, is that what it's called?
Palladium.
Oh,
I couldn't tell
Palladium, I think.
oh,
Palladium,
shit.
Palladium.
Man, look, that was a beautiful venue.
Where's that
Mm-hmm.
at? That's
It's
in
in
Long Beach?
Hollywood.
Hollywood?
Yeah.
And then we left there and we went to the Dime. And
I
it
heard
was
the Dime.
weird because LA niggas party different. Like, they don't go
LA
to, like,
niggas just different.
They
don't go to
different,
clubs.
bro.
Forget party different. They go to like house parties. Like,
Or-
or it'd
yeah.
be
Hey,
like,
that's fun for me.
or it'd
I
be
like that.
Bro, I went to a LA party and like we went in the alleyway. The entrance was in the alleyway, and it was like, it was the most sketch thing ever. But it was cool once we got in there. But like so sketchy.
Yeah.
I don't know
Sketchy
why
like
it's
how
like-
niggas had on big ass boots or some shit, or like
Bro,
looking like
first of all, the nigga that was like at the door was just like weird. Like
LA
just
people
too
are
much.
weird, bro.
To me, LA people are like friendly. Like I want to be your friend, and I also kind of want to rob you.
I feel like it's because they
Like,
all
that's the
high.
vibe that I get
They
from
all
LA people.
high. So whatever they feeling, they like gotta think about it. You know, whatever.
And they just like everybody's trying to make like a connection. Like in Chicago, it's like
Everybody.
not that way. Like you're
in
not
Chicago,
trying
it's
to work
nigga,
with
who
the-
is you?
You know what I'm saying? You're very to yourself,
Right.
and like in LA, everybody's trying to make a connection. So it's like they try to be your friend a little bit. It's a little bit of a
crazy.
shot.
Everybody, LA can
This
change your
reminded me
life.
of another story. The night before that, I got
Give
to
it
LA
to
the
us,
day
Lars.
before. I went out there and I hooked up with my homegirl Lo,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to the Cavs and the Lakers game. So I was like, "Oh shit, I'm in LA. Let me go see LeBron and Staples. You know, there's some shit to do." And we hooked up with two of her homegirls. So all three of us. That's who we went to the Dime with. This was actually the night before. We go to the Dime. We get to the door, and the Dime is small. It's not bigger than this apartment. Small as shit. And then imagine putting a bar in here, and that's
And
that's
That's the
popping
fuck-
that
that's the
spot,
dime.
and it's a
That's the
popping that
spot.
spot.
And it's
top of
popping.
and it's popping. And it's like, so they had only a few tables left. I think all the tables were sold. And it seemed like they had one more, but they ain't want to sell it.
Right. We
So
don't
I'm
know
here
who might
with
walk
three
in the
women.
door.
Trying to hold out.
Yeah, they were trying to hold it out. So then we at the door, and I guess they go frequently. So they're talking to the guy at the door, and they like, yo, you got a table left? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, whatever it is, I'll pay for the table. Like, if y'all got somebody on the table, I'll buy them out the table. Like, whatever it is. And he was not trying to fuck with us at all. And then my homegirl was like, damn, we just trying to show our homie here from Chicago a good time. The guy at the door was like, he's from Chicago?
I'm already know.
He's like, what block you from? I grew up on 79th and Drexel.
Oh, you in there?
He was like, oh shit, I grew up on 87. And he got to running his gang
and
everything else. He was like, who you claim? I'm like, I don't claim shit. He was like, that's real. He get to talking. Yeah, like we get to talking like street shit. He like, let me see what I'm doing. He go inside. Sure enough, we had a full table and it was wild because we ran into like the cast of Chicago Fire inside. Okay,
that's fire.
Like this is a whole Chicago like.
Situation. I got a couple homies that's working on Chicago Fire. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good time. LA was fun. I need to go back.
Shout out LA. I need to get back to LA.
It's definitely time for a trip.
Yeah, I love LA.
Last one in LA.
All the time.
Oh, last one was there for what was that?
The festival.
Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud. Yo, Shawn. So I see you with like a lot of brand deals. How is that like tying in with your job? Like is brands doing deals with, or you just doing like outside? Like how does that work?
A little bit of both. A lot of times when you support different clients for PR pitches and stuff, they'll just send you gifts.
Okay.
But beyond that, I've worked out good relationships with certain people that they'll invite me out to their events and do independent contracted work or strike out certain deals for just me.
Right.
And then like the next part of my evolution is in my life, if I got it up to me, in the next year and a half, I won't write shit ever again.
For real?
Ever again.
Like, delegate.
I put in my 10,000 hours.
Even if you come to the point where you want me to write, you have to give me such a big check to do it. That, and it has to be like a cover story.
Right. Like a big platform.
Yeah,
and
it has to be that big for me to do it. So
I feel that.
At this point, I'm trying to move away from that and more into hosting, on camera, being events.
Okay.
That type of stuff. And it had legs before the pandemic happened. Of course, pandemic fuck up everything.
Right.
Yeah. But in that case, yeah, they just come in and bring it out to me, and we work on the deals and the parameters and what they want, and it happened. So within that, I had like a great deal with a great relationship with Nike. When they reopened the store on 87th after like
it was for a minute. Yeah, it was down for a minute.
Yeah, after they reopened that, I wrote the story of the store manager that they put in the books that they handed out to each customer who made like a purchase.
Okay.
And then it was like just different things going with that through All-Star Weekend. That's how they linked me up with Anthony Davis to tell that story about Chicago.
His ass fool. Keep him on.
It's funny. He was cool as shit too, though.
He a Packers fan, bro. Fuck him.
Yeah,
I'm a Packers fan, bro.
Fuck you. You thought I was gonna say something different?
Nah, I knew it was coming.
No, so like, yeah, we got a good relationship there. Mainly them. NBA is great.
Have you ever done like spec stories and like that? Went somewhere like
what's a spec story? Explain
just like writing just like off the cusp and it going somewhere like so like maybe just like not for your job, like damn, this is a dope story, I'm gonna write it. And
no, I kind of got past pitching because it's so much red tape and politics you got to play with people. And then what's crazy is the source through all of its fuckery and shit that we have going on now is still black owned. Aside from that, going to play the white people games, they ain't fun.
Yeah.
And they gonna always look out for their shit.
And
they already in bed with the labels and shit. So it's just kind of like you don't have the freedom or the creative to actually write what you think.
Yeah. Like we have relationships with these people. I can't get my opinion off for real.
Everybody's in bed with
you.
So we're the only people that really like tied to nobody on no bag end.
That's crazy.
And then like they even
now we get into some real journalism talk. Double XL in bed with everybody. I already know. Like,
well, now, I can't speak on what Double XL do.
Okay. I think they're in bed.
I mean, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
All that shit fake to me. But that's just
I wouldn't be surprised, but everybody come with a bag and let you know what they want and what they hope for and what they want.
It's almost like just coming to like an advertising agency and just saying, "Yo, my album's finna come out. I'm trying to get
like,
this."
Pay attention to like these deals. Like Sony will go buy. I think Sony bought a piece.
They killed my nigga Mike. F Sony.
I think they bought a piece of the brand that purchased Vibe. So it's like they own Vibe and like 3 other music publications. So it's like, of course, if
probably own Rolling Stone.
That's amazing.
Whatever the case is, let's say if you own a label. Let's say you own the Chicago label, right? Chicago Records. And then you go and find Cordae and buy What's the Word.
Right.
Knowing that What's the Word is going to put everybody on that matters. Then you can just funnel whoever you want through that shit. And they look at it like, oh, if What's the Word is stamping this nigga, I need to watch it.
It makes sense.
It's like knowing you to put.
But ain't that how everything is ran anyway though? Because there's only like 5 big companies.
I mean, it's kind of how Act just talk about.
Now? I thought it was 5.
I mean, it's the three big ones.
Warner, Universal,
and Sony.
Sony.
Give them the three, and then you got your empires who are independent.
Yeah.
You got Rock Nation who got their deal through Live Nation, and they went and did their own shit and whatnot. But
you wouldn't call them a major yet.
No, I would.
You would call Rock Nation? Okay.
I would call Rock Nation a major.
Okay.
Yeah, but like those other three, they different.
Yeah.
They are different.
Nah, Universal is
different. Lucian Grange a bad motherfucker. I can't wait for him
different.
to knock on my door.
Hey, so you would have gave Drake 600?
I'd have gave Drake $1 billion.
Whatever you want.
I thought Drake. This is what I figured. I said Drake already had 400 million, and he said to himself, "I need 600 more to get to $1 billion."
Man,
so that's what I need from you, Lucian.
I would have gave Drake a blank check.
Yeah.
I give Drake and Beyonce a blank check. Everybody else negotiate.
Everybody else.
That's about the only two.
Everybody else.
Kanye and Tier under.
It's one more. Bruno Mars. I give them
Bruno Mars.
That's a good
I
one,
give
man.
them three
That's
a
a
blank
good
check.
Bruno Mars.
But I don't really count her because she gonna do her own thing.
I don't
Taylor
count
Swift
her
is the
yet.
fourth.
Her not there. It's Taylor Swift.
Taylor
We
Swift
need a
would have been
girl.
the fourth.
Taylor Swift get a bag.
Another woman.
But them four.
What about like a Bad Bunny?
Bad
Them
Bunny
two
get
now?
a Bad
Now-
Bunny get whatever the fuck
J
you want.
Balvin,
Right.
both of them.
And the last one is Adele.
Yeah.
Them the
They'll
six.
get a bag.
I would give them whatever the fuck
The
they
Big
want.
Six. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I give them whatever they want, and
That's real.
like they was talking about it, they had to pay Drake whatever he wanted,
Yeah.
whatever was reasonable to get.
Because whatever Drake
that.
can go do by himself,
Bro, if Drake went independent,
it would
the
be
whole
more
record
work, but he could do
industry
it by
is dead.
himself. Yeah.
It ain't gonna be work for him. He ain't got to do nothing. He
Nah,
just
because
hired
it's
what
only
he
a couple
want.
artists that's bringing the people to the stores every day, and that's damn near Drake and them. It's only a couple. And then I'm listening to things around that.
I think
but,
Drake
you know.
could probably sign with Clutch Sports and get whatever whatever he want, G.
People gotta recognize how powerful Clutch Sports.
Clutch Sports,
Yeah.
bro. It's
Clutch is
crazy.
up
Clutch
there.
Sports represents.
Bro, I'm
somebody.
watching
Nick Wright, bro.
Nick Wright. I'm
I knew
watching
it.
Colin
I'm
and David,
I'm-
and he's
I'm
like,
a-
I'm represented by Clutch
Oh,
Sports. I'm
really?
like, these
No.
niggas do
You
not stop,
know
bro.
some shit? You know who's represented by Clutch Sports? Rory and Maul.
For real? Okay, that makes sense.
Bro,
10 M's.
they represent
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
When I heard it,
Mav, what's up, man? Mav, come on, baby.
Rich,
I heard
baby.
it on their podcast, and they was like, they finally kind of like slid out, and I
Slid.
was like, get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy. That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They got them a quick 10.
Man, look,
That's nice.
man, it's insane. It's a lot of money out here, y'all.
Yep.
Yep.
It's already printed. Just gotta go and get it,
You
man.
just gotta go get it.
Hey man.
But let's talk about it. I don't want to get into the petty questions yet. Let me see.
Which question?
I was like the petty questions, like who was the finest person you ever
Oh.
seen in real life? who gave you who made you starstruck? Fuck it, let's get into it.
Okay.
You ever been starstruck before?
Well, who would make you starstruck if you haven't
At
been?
this point, the only people that would make me start
Beyonce, Hov.
Beyonce, and Hov.
I know you a Hov fan. You've been a Hov fan since high
Since high
school. Like
school,
you've
for
been
sure.
the Hov fan since high
It
school.
would be Beyonce and Hov. I don't think nobody else would get
The way that they
starstruck.
acted with Chance made me feel like I wouldn't be too starstruck. I might say something stupid.
It's crazy because they cool ass people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But
they
them was
cool.
the only two. I thought Drake might get me because he's fucking Drake. But then
Mm-hmm.
when I seen him, I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking Drake.
I just want to party with Drake.
All right.
I want to hang out with
Yeah, I
Drake.
wanna be
I would
Drake's
just
friend.
want to
Yeah,
hang out.
I wanna be his
wasn't
friend.
I want to kick it
fanboy,
at the
but I would-
nightclub at this crib.
Yeah, I want to be his friend. Yeah, no, like J and B would be the ones that would get me. Outside of that, I would probably.
I'd probably say
This is
Yeezy.
yours.
Mike could get me. He might. I don't know though, because he might just like say some dickhead shit to
Yeah.
like turn
Kanye?
me off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kanye a
Ye
weirdo.
Ye can't get me.
As soon as
though.
I tell,
I think maybe Pharrell
as
probably.
soon as I
could
can
get
tell
me,
Kanye who my
Pharrell
dad
could
is,
get
he
me.
gonna
P
get
might
it.
get me. P might get me.
Yeah, I think
For real?
Pharrell could.
Hell
Pharrell
no.
would
Because
get
Pharrell just seemed ultra
He
cool.
seemed like a other.
But he seemed cool as hell.
person, bro.
My
I don't
boy
give-
just interviewed for
I don't
real.
give a
and he
shit
said
about
it was,
Pharrell.
It was like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think them are the only two for real. J and B. I want to say Will Smith. I want to
Shout out Will. I'm still a big fan of Will,
I
man.
love
like
Will
Will.
Smith since like
What
a
about-
child.
what
And
about Dave Chappelle?
to be honest,
I just look at Chappelle. Like
Dave-
he's
Yeah, he like a cool ass nigga.
Dave might be the one for me.
for the length of Will Smith career, that slap I could deal with that.
Yeah.
yeah.
And think about how much bullshit Will
Niggas
could have
get
got
slapped
in.
every
Will
day.
been popular since like the
Since
the
before we
90s,
were born.
early
No,
90s, early 90s.
Before we were born. Fresh Prince came out in like 89 or something.
little
right?
to no type of things in the tabloids, no type of drama. I'm gonna deal
Parents
with
just
that.
don't understand was 1987.
But we
Yeah.
gonna eat with it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
not
live.
alive.
I'm gonna live
That's
with this
a long
slap.
I'm the oldest nigga in here, and I was not alive.
Will,
for
we
2
still
more years.
support you, my
Only
G.
thing bad about the slap to me was Chris Rock.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing.
That's what I don't
Like,
like.
if it was like Paul Rudd, maybe I could have got.
I would have been mad if he did the Paul. I would have been mad if he did the Paul Rudd.
I wouldn't have been that pissed though.
I wouldn't have been as pissed, obviously.
I wouldn't have been that pissed.
But why couldn't he slap like Hannibal Buress or something like that? Well, he could have slapped.
Paul Rudd does have a slappable face.
He could have slapped Jordan.
He definitely got a
Peele.
slap. That's the only reason I said it. Like, I was like, who would I slap?
That's because Paul Rudd's face ain't changed in 30 years. He's a national icon. I fuck with P. Rudd. It's my boy.
Nah, he funny.
All right, Chris Pratt then. I take that one back. Chris Pratt. If he would have slapped Chris
Pratt would have beat his ass.
Yeah, he definitely.
Chris Pratt would have beat the shit out of Will.
Fuck out of Will, bro.
Another one that probably would get me starstruck, and this would probably be the last one for sure. Would be The Rock.
Oh hell yeah,
that'd be fire.
Yeah,
The Rock
for sure.
Cause The Rock give you that, he give you that energy of you better be on your shit when you meet The Rock. Like you better be.
The Rock would get me.
You know.
Yeah.
I would call The Rock a nigga just to see what he'll do.
Raise that one eyebrow, like.
Hey nigga, do you say nigga? I try to be like Kevin Hart to The Rock. You feel me?
I'm pretty sure The Rock says nigga though.
I don't know.
I feel like he.
I don't think The Rock says
I don't say it. It don't look like he say it, bro.
I think it might be like a Freudian slip, like with him. You
right?
know,
If he say nigga,
like,
he mean it.
He gotta be really mad.
He gotta be like.
He definitely say nigga around
He probably
Kevin
say
Hart,
niggers. Bro. I don't know.
He gotta be really mad to say nigga.
Oh, you interviewed the Plastic Cup Boys.
Yeah.
How
that was dope. I tell people all the time.
Did you interview them when they was in Mizzou? Because that's when I went to Kevin Hart's show.
I interviewed them when they were getting ready for the show that they got on Car and Driver.
Were you there still?
At Mizzou when Kevin Hart was there?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe.
I feel like you was. Because I feel like
he performed at the arena, right?
Yeah, he was
at the Kevin Hart show. Like what?
He's at the basketball arena, and that's how I knew. That's how I learned about the Plastic Cup Boys, because like they was openers, and I'm like, all these niggas sound like Kevin Hart. I'm like, they all write his jokes.
Mm-hmm. I guarantee they all.
All write his jokes. Yeah, he's just one of his most famous because they all
dope.
got their own Kevin Hart. Like if
like
you hear
bags, they get it
right, like they all sound like Kevin. I'm like, okay, I see how this goes.
I tell people all the time, like, he's as famous and successful as he is because he fucking gets it.
Yeah, he gets being famous.
Like, he understands.
Yeah.
So, like, when I interviewed them, it was a Plastic Cup Boy thing. It's pieces of this that you don't see. Like, before the camera and the video goes live, they're frying me. They're lighting me the fuck up, bro.
He ain't got no choice.
He gotta hurry up and change.
They are going in. And then I stop and I say, wait a minute, hell no. And I get to frying them right back.
Right. Nigga, I'm from Chicago, baby.
You got me messed up.
I get to going right back. I go square to square and fry their ass up. And it kind of like.
And I'll be scared to go straight up with some comedians. I ain't just frying no comedians.
No, it broke the ice. Like, I went back to back and I started with Kev and he started laughing so hard. He like, okay, this nigga's. This nigga's funny. He like, all right.
Gee, getting heated by Kevin Hart. Put that on my fucking tombstone. That's hilarious.
I'm gonna sing out, bro. They heated me for 5 fucking straight minutes. I couldn't do shit about it. I'm hearing it, but I'm doing a sound check.
Yeah,
just light my ass.
Like imagine them telling you sound check and then they just get them.
Wait, so they not directly heating you? Like you hear this shit on the boom or some shit?
No. I'm looking at them. They're looking
like
at me.
Check. Let's heat him.
Right.
But I'm talking to the producers, and they're like frying me. And then I'm like, all right, now that this shit's straight, yo ass, and I'm going back, and they just start laughing. But Kevin Hart gets it. Like, he really gets it.
He definitely the smallest man I ever seen in my life, bro.
Yeah,
like, because we had some good seats. We was like 5th row. That nigga was so little. He like this. He like that camera stand right there. I swear to God. Like, shorty was tiny as hell. Big ass boots. Great show,
he gets it, though. Like, he literally, like, when it was time to do the interview, he, like, it felt like he knew me forever.
Yeah.
He was like, Shawn, I'm trying to get this together.
Shawn, I'm trying to.
And I'm doing this, and now that we're old, we can't be in the club with women anymore, so we have to find a hobby. And me and my friends, we went and got these cars, and the cars are expensive.
And I keep getting in trouble.
And now we just ride around in the cars.
We just ride around in cars, and the show is about us being old men trying to do, and he was right on.
The show was great too.
The show was great.
That show, like, it pulled back the curtain. I really love that show.
What show we talking about?
The Kevin Hart show that came out now.
The Netflix one? Wait, what you talking about?
It's on carandriver.com, ironically, or in the app.
What's it called?
Kevin Hart's Muscle Car Crew.
Oh, I never.
So
I think I heard it. I never watched
boys,
it.
They all realize they old ass niggas now, and they can't be in the club no more buying bottles, so they all go buy muscle cars and build them up from the ground up, and they go around to all these white auto shows around the country.
That's a great hobby to have.
Go into it.
Nice hobby.
Because you could come up on something for like way less than what you're paying for like a Lambo or something. Because I was watching it was like I forgot what it's called, muscle something, whatever, like on Netflix. This man had like 1 million cars, like old rusted cars, and he just building them up, selling them for like $20K at an auction. Yeah. Like putting like so much money into them, then selling them for like 20 bands. I'm like, oh, you could come up with a good ass muscle car.
For sure. And it's like just finding the stuff, knowing what you want in the car, what you want to plan, what you want to do. It works. But You said the prettiest?
Who was the prettiest?
Nigga, when I talked to that Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Oh my God.
Hey, we got a special love for Sweetie on this podcast.
We
Shout
got
out to you, baby.
Sweetie Appreciation Day is coming soon.
Look, bro. I talked.
I love Sweetie so much.
Dog.
What was it? Was it her eyes, her lips,
It
everything?
wasn't even
Everything,
that. Like,
man.
I already knew she was fine.
Smile.
It was her, like, personality.
Yeah.
Oh, so she got a great person. Don't tell us
She
that.
was-
Hello, ghetto. I've been told you that.
You told
She
me.
seemed. I told you. I was like Sweetie. Like she got a lot of personality. You
She
talking about
was
better than
nice
Cardi
as
B.
fuck.
Yeah.
She was just so nice and sweet.
She
and
seemed like she
humble.
could be a bitch too.
And
Obviously.
like it got the little ratchet twang to her. It was
Yeah.
perfect, and it was so crazy. Like, so when we were done,
How tall is she compared to?
it was a
you?
video interview.
Oh,
So I haven't seen her in person.
Oh, so you saw her on camera?
This is on Zoom.
Wow,
Yeah.
on Zoom. Just
Me
fine
and
as
her
hell.
for like 25 minutes, and I'm just sitting there like trying to hold all. Terry, come on, bro. I'm trying to hold.
What? And what was that like?
I'm trying to hold all professional. And she was with Quavo at the time, so I'm really. Like,
I don't give a fuck.
I'm like
Quavo
this
is-
woman is fucking beautiful.
I would have just started the interview. I'm with the beautiful Sweetie today.
I was
Beautiful.
like,
Oh God.
so it was crazy. So when we
I'm
were
on
done,
Zoom, ladies and gentlemen, and it's not doing her justice.
So when we were done, we hung up, and I'm like, damn. So then
Can
we
I
go about
text
my
you?
day. My phone rings,
Never.
and they patched her into my phone.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, hello, and they're like, hey, Shawn, we're sorry, we got Sweetie on the line for you. And I'm like,
Put it
Why?
through. Put
all
it.
right,
Put.
okay.
Put.
And
Put.
then
Put.
this
Put
is
it
really
through.
what she called for. She was like, hey, Shawn, I'm so sorry. I rushed off the phone and I didn't say thank you.
What a baddie.
Oh, she
What
different.
a beautiful.
I was like,
She different. This make me
Oh,
think,
you're
Quavo,
amazing.
what did you do, my G?
I was like,
Why would you leave
are
that, Quavo?
amazing.
Yeah.
I think she left him.
And then we hung up, and that was it. But okay, so that was the prettiest day in person. At the time, Rita Ora got me.
Bro.
Oh,
This was
yeah.
2014.
Yeah.
Rita Ora used to have a hold on me, bro.
Yeah.
She bad.
She was so bad.
Yeah, this
Career
was
never really
2014
blossomed
at
like
the,
the way it was supposed to,
at
but
the
she was.
MTV.
It ain't over with yet. You can,
She should have just be acting or something right
Yeah,
now. She's pretty
2014
her
at the
face.
MTV Awards. That's when I met
2014?
Rita Ora, and I
But
was,
where was that at?
In LA.
Vegas?
was in
LA.
LA.
Okay.
and I was like, damn, you are fine as shit. But yeah,
She had my man's Rob doing backflips.
man.
Future, what's your goals? Do you want to stay
Oh,
with
man.
Swords forever? I know you
Oh.
don't want. You can't probably say that.
Oh, I
like
can
if
say
you want
it.
to keep the job,
And I can say it if they want me to stay long, they up my check.
obviously. Right.
Um,
Would you ever work for Rolling Stone?
Money is very
Would
influential.
you take Rolling Stone over for the blacks?
No,
No. Why not?
I don't feel like playing the white people game.
Okay.
It's literally that.
Yeah.
And then working over there, and it's the thing about places like them and Pitchfork,
Mm-hmm.
they like to write very fancy to seem smarter than what they really are.
That is very
and to
true.
Out talk the listener.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to try to flex my entire vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that.
But nah, I don't want anything to do with any of that. I'm really trying to move more into on camera, more into hosting, more into shows. We're working on it now, and that's primarily the goal.
So what you want to do with shows? You want to have like a
Production.
talk
You
show?
wanna throw
or
shows
like-
or?
Oh, before it's over with, I'm hosting one of them shits you see before you go to sleep at night, like the late night with
Late
Jimmy
nights?
Fallon or
Production.
That's
Yeah,
such
yeah,
a
yeah.
great
O'Brien.
fucking
That's a
job.
great
Oh my
job.
god!
That's
like
fun.
Jimmy Fallon, David, Jimmy Kimmel. They
I'm
got
getting
such a
one
great
of
job.
those.
You get you a little Revolt late night show.
Yeah,
Something
No,
like that.
For sure. Yeah, like even if it's in that,
You and
I would get
Portia
it.
or something.
I want one of those. I want
Because Revolt is building up nice. It's starting to build up nice.
is.
Like it takes
Getting there.
time. It takes time.
Did you ever meet Carisha?
No,
Okay.
I had to think about it for a second. Like, did I?
We having a debate right now, Carisha or Sweetie.
It's not really a debate. This is like a which one?
Yeah.
I personally like.
That's how
Sweetie just a little bit
that's
better.
how little back and forth. Like every week it changes based on what either one of them do.
I feel like Carisha might be just a little bit too tough for me. I feel like I
would
can
take-
handle Sweetie a little.
I would
bit
say
better.
Sweetie because she ain't got no kids.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Reese got like 3.
Oh hell no!
Oh yeah.
But moms be very good caretakers.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah,
Is
but
that like the attribute that we
See, she
really
got
like
Diddy old
looking
ass in
into
the
right
slump.
now?
You said what now?
Is that the attribute we really looking into, like being a great caretaker?
I like
clearly,
caretaking because like
like ogling them for their beauty and shit like that.
oh no,
I
it's,
mean, I
it's
want
not
them
gonna
to be
be about
able.
the
They
prettiest.
want them to be able to cook and stuff. Like I said,
It's always gonna be somebody prettier than you.
all right,
bitch.
after the looks
Always.
go away, what you got?
yeah.
Not even
You
looks
know?
go away. Like wow, you got the looks. Like take care of me a little bit. You know, let me
exactly,
feel good.
Exactly.
Carisha, like she's just always be asking for stuff. She's always asking.
Nah, but she like
and she got that
she
southern.
look like she
joint.
cook.
When I
She
was
look like she
watching-
cook good dinners.
She
When I
like
was
she cook
watching,
way better than Sweetie for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
When I was watching her podcast, it changed my perspective on her a little bit. Specifically when she asked, it was 2 moments made me really change my thought process to Carisha. And the first one was when she was talking about like she asked Diddy how is being a father now that Kim Porter's dead. I said, damn. That was a deep ass question.
That's a deep question.
Man, if she don't give a fuck, I'm sure she'll. That sounds like that's her question.
But no, it was like she cared.
Yeah.
And then when Puff flipped it back on you, was like, well, because I think one of her
baby daddy's
died,
passed.
right?
Yeah, her baby.
And then she was talking about like what it takes for her to just be a mom and like live. And I was like, now it's a little bit more deepness to you than I would have assumed.
Yeah. So my whole thing with Carisha's show is I just want to see her with somebody that she's not as familiar with before I completely buy in. Like I think her next episode should be JT.
Yeah.
Because that'll ease her in a little bit more.
That's too easy, but okay.
The Diddy one was honestly too easy. It was.
I feel like JT is easier than Carisha.
I think it needs to be JT, but after that, I need to see her with somebody that she don't even know, and I want to see that type of interview go down. And then
somebody different too. Like let's see her interview Hillary Duff, some dumb shit, Taylor Swift. Like that'd be a hilarious interview.
I kind of want to see her with somebody like
Beyonce.
No, somebody random, like somebody just like of a different part of hip hop.
She should do Brent Faiyaz with a Brent Faiyaz album coming out.
It can't be a guy.
That's different.
I feel like it should be a woman because I want to see them clash a little bit. Because like a man gonna fold a little bit to a certain extent. Because like first off, she's too attractive and she's very powerful right now because she got Diddy in the bag. I want to see it with somebody that don't give a fuck, like Adele interview, or somebody that might be a little bit scared of her. Like Taylor Swift would be scared of her.
Like her need a good interview.
Yeah,
her lacks a good interview right now.
She's
like
a nice person.
She got a fucking.
She lacks a great interview to really like bring her personality out though.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing she need. I know she was a child star and she's she's doing like her whole transformation and stuff now. But like she needs a great adult interview.
I feel like
like a Breakfast Club joint.
Yeah,
I feel like really that like adds to her to that
her mystique,
her mystique and her just her overall just like. How she like how we looked at The Weeknd in like 2011 through like 2014.
Weeknd is like one of the greatest of mystiques that we've ever seen though.
You know what I'm saying?
So he's different. Her mystique
just an
is
enigma.
Decent.
Just like we know she's a talented being and this, that, and the third.
She make hits though.
She hasn't really allowed anybody into her private life or made anything super public besides what she allows us to.
I'm not gonna give her that week. The Weeknd mystique was crazy.
That shit was insane. That shit was damn near MF Doom status.
I want to ask you now, though. What do you know about The Weeknd now?
Nothing.
Shit.
I know absolutely nothing about The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I know he got like 3. I want to say I don't know if they Jewish.
Like the biggest,
I don't know if they. I don't know if they Arab. It's like 3 of them niggas though.
I doubt they Jew.
And they like managers and they do their job.
Are they managers? They probably are Jews.
I think they like all managers. They probably Jewish though.
I thought he had some hoes.
You don't know nothing about The Weeknd got that mystique. That's very hard to do. That mean your music got to be damn near electric. Like
that's a perfect way to describe his music. His music is quite electric.
Yeah, it got to be like electric for you to even, I don't know, hold on to people like that.
He got a stupid huge bag, bro. All his singles go like number one.
It's crazy,
bro.
Like a Drake type.
Like I feel like
$2 less, but it's up.
Where's Weeknd at?
Same spot. Universal.
Okay, makes sense. Lucian, God.
Bro, I don't know if it was. He built a house. I don't know if it was after Hours or the other album, but like he just built like a crazy like $100 million house. Like, and I was like, okay, this nigga Weeknd is really showing you like I'm super, super, super rich and very well liked by every demographic.
He did the Super Bowl by himself.
Yeah, because the people like they talk about the Weeknd because the music's not the same, but at the same time, people still listening. Cause you know what I'm saying.
I mean, Weeknd just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, he got bigger and bigger.
He sacrificed the music a little bit, but that's what happens.
I mean, I feel like the music didn't take much of a hit. It's just like the context of what he's talking about is different.
It took a hit a little bit.
That depends. It's all subjective. It depends on what.
To me, The Weeknd hasn't had a project better than House of Balloons since he's been out. If you want me to just keep it a buck.
But what do you mean by better? Like, because what he talk about, or like how the music sounds? Because like me and you listen to different sound.
The sound.
The sound?
Yeah,
the sound has been great.
Better than House of Balloons.
The sound has been great, bro. Because the Kissland sound is amazing.
No, it's not better than House of. Nothing is better than House of Balloons.
If you want to be sad all the time, I guess not. But
Starboy was slept on, in my opinion.
See, Starboy was amazing.
That was an okay album.
I love Starboy.
It was very solid.
It was an okay album.
Weeknd really don't put out no bad stuff. What Dear Melancholy? That's the one with the black and white.
Orange.
Oh, that's the orange one. What's the black and white one?
You talking about Beauty Behind the Mask?
Yeah, that was hard.
That was very hard.
Weeknd ain't put out no bad stuff, man.
Kanye alley-ooped them that Tell Your Friends About It.
Go tell your friends about it. That's probably my favorite Weeknd song.
That's that's in my top 5. Yeah, Post House because that's like House of Balloons is like top 1 through.
Look, why are you filling up that? You know you got this cup right here.
The trilogy was decent.
The trilogy is House of Balloons. That's all it is. The Thursdays, all that stuff.
Exactly.
I feel like he like gave up towards the end with that shit. Do y'all feel that
trilogy?
way? Yeah. Like Echoes of Silence.
Echoes of Silence is hard as hell.
It was very hard, but I still felt like
he had Valerie on there, right? Valerie was on there.
Valerie, same old song.
Valerie was amazing.
Wait, hold up. Oh yeah, what's that song?
Initiation.
Yeah, Initiation.
No,
Come on now.
He had some joints. You tweak. He had some joints.
I'm just saying though, it didn't like he was. I feel like he was like pure singing. Like at the end, it was just kind of like like when a motherfucker's like skating around the rink hard as hell at the beginning, and then they just kind of like
chill it out towards the end.
Like they still skating, they still gliding on that bitch, but
they not doing no more tricks.
Ferocity.
No more backward skates.
No more. We doing the split.
No more one legs.
Yeah, no more any of that.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Anybody going to his show here?
Not the Weeknd.
Show?
Sometime in July.
I seen him enough for me.
The
not
next,
to go again.
the next show I'm trying to go to is Coldplay. They here. They come
just
here.
missed them.
They at Soldier Field. They loved
You
it.
just missed them.
You just missed Soldier.
I missed that already.
You missed.
Her
They were at
Yeah.
they were at Wrigley.
Yeah, because
like,
Lily and
weeks
just
ago.
went to that joint.
No, they supposed to be at Soldier Field. I think.
Yeah, they was there. Her opened up. This was like maybe 3 weeks ago.
Well,
Okay, that was
that's-
Soldier Field.
Well, that's a miss.
Okay, I thought that was Wrigley.
Well, that's a miss.
Nah, they wouldn't.
That was the only show I cared about this summer. I haven't seen one festival lineup that made me.
Hey, what about Pitchfork on Sunday?
The only festival lineup that made me want to go so far is I think Made in America was okay. It was really good.
I can't do festivals.
You can't?
I hate them.
Why not?
Bro. I don't like.
I
the
love
walking.
festivals. Why don't
If I had a
like
go
festivals?
kart, if I had a golf cart, then I probably love a festival. But nah, man.
Let's get into it. Let's get into the festival hate.
Ain't nothing to get
Too many
into.
people,
I don't. It's too many people.
Too crowded.
Too dirty.
No
and I gotta
phone
walk.
signal,
Yeah.
Sweaty.
Everything I gotta wait for.
Everything
I
is bad.
can't get no food right away. I gotta wait in this line.
I'm a festival guy.
You gotta get VIP if you're gonna go to a festival.
That's the bad thing. I be having that and still be over it.
Yeah.
For
That
real?
is
And it be
facts.
free, and I still go
It
and be
is
like,
still-
this
yeah.
shit's trash.
I don't want nobody pushing me. I don't want none of that shit.
I mean,
I don't
but-
get that close to the stage.
But to y'all point, it's like I would rather hear some shit at like Talia Hall if you can get somebody in like an
Intimate.
intimate setting like that.
Nigga, I saw War
I'll
on
take
Drugs
that
at the
over.
Chicago Theater. Chef's kiss. Amazing.
Yeah,
They
I
ain't
would
even
take that
They
shit
ain't
all
even play all the
day.
songs
That's
I
nice.
wanted
That's
to
nice.
hear.
I would have rather
it
paid
was great.
a festival entry
To go
for
to
one artist that I really like
yeah.
in a small spot.
That's dope.
What I will say though,
That's how I want to see Ross. I don't want to see Ross in a venue with more than
Yeah,
500 people.
I don't see him running around.
I want to see Rick Ross
sit
in a
down.
5 with a band behind him in a 5.
Can I be honest with you?
Uh-oh.
So Ross is one of my favorites.
But he got the worst show. I already
This
know.
set is horrible.
I already know.
you know
That's
who
why
else
I
has a
said
really
I
bad
can't see
show?
Ross at a real
Is the
Future.
songs he picked?
Future has a really bad show live.
Oh,
Yeah.
you crazy. I saw Future at the Shrine, and it was impeccable.
That's different, bro. That was a different Future though. R.I.P.
Yeah,
the Shrine also.
Ross's set.
And that's
set
intimate
is-
too.
It was very intimate. It was a who's who of
You know what?
Chicago.
You need to see Ross on like the joint
Tiny Desk?
backstage. No, not
So the
backstage.
thing
The what's the shit they used to do with Hove?
Unplugged.
Unplug. You need to see Ross on Unplug.
So the thing with Ross, when I saw him, it felt
Can you
like
play those songs unplugged? Well, yeah,
Yeah.
with a band, yeah, you
What?
could. You right.
Superfly.
You right. You can do
Ross,
that.
it felt like.
you can play all that.
So you know how people always
Santorini,
say Nas
Greece?
don't know how to pick beats? It's like
Amsterdam.
Ross don't know how to pick his set.
That's crazy.
That's messed up.
That should be one of the easiest
Well,
things.
no, because
But
Ross
that's
got a
a-
lot of hood songs. that's
Yeah, he
great.
don't have no
And
middle
He got
songs.
a lot of he got a lot of beat. Ross B sides is insane.
He don't have middle songs though. He don't have shit in the middle. It's either gonna be like really elegant or it's gonna be really hood, bro.
And for Ross, I think that he always leans into the really hood.
Yeah.
So when I see him, he literally will perform "I'm Not a Star."
I'm
not a star.
I don't
Money
care about
Fast.
ever hearing
MC
none of that.
Hammer.
I'm MC
Yeah,
Hammer. Yeah, I don't need
Bro,
to hear
if Ross
MC Hammer
ever performed John, I don't never want to see Ross perform John. I hated that song.
That's
I'd rather hear. I'd rather hear.
That's
I'm
on
not a
his
star.
set. Out
than
of the
fucking
last
MC
two
Hammer.
songs.
That's his
Yeah.
set. He'll perform all of them.
And I
And
don't want
back
to
to
hear
back to
Tears of
back.
Joy without CeeLo.
And for what it's worth, that whole Teflon Don era sounds
Mad
very
features.
dated.
What?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds like go listen to Teflon Don now. Listen to John Doe. and
Hella-
John Doe is that.
Hella Lex Luger.
Lex Luger
John-
beats. Lex
Yeah.
Luger
They
beats was
all
definitely
sound
dated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when
that
you see that,
I'm thinking Tears of Joy. I'm thinking
You thinking like Maybach Music?
Joint
first
Auto,
Maybach.
dollars,
But those
all
all
money
mad
in the- all the
features
money in the
though.
world.
Those all mad features
Drunken
though,
Love.
because I don't want to hear Freemason without Hove. You know what I'm saying?
I saw
Yeah.
Ross.
Tear Joys
and,
without-
I saw Ross
Oh yeah, that was
Or
a
blowing money fast without Ye.
September.
Get fan.
Like
Oh, you talking about Live Fast, Die
August,
Young?
Yeah, you talking
just
about that.
passed.
I said blow money.
And he just stayed in that trap Ross pocket.
Yeah, I can't do
And I
that.
was like, oh, this is a
album.
great.
And that's why I said he needs to do Unplugged.
Hey,
With a band.
sidebar.
Because his whatchamacallit was great. His verses was good.
Oh yeah,
I ain't see the turning.
That
that
He
wasn't
did have a
fair
good
though,
verse.
bro. That wasn't fair though. Like,
It
that
was.
verse not fucking
Not
fair,
fair.
bro.
No, it wasn't.
Not to Titty Boy, but
It was definitely not fair to 2 Chainz.
Titty
bro.
Boy
He
did the
should've-
best he could.
Yes, he did. But he's
If
not
you're
on
feeling
Ross
like a pimp,
Ross could do another verses right now.
He could still do another
With
verse.
different
I
songs?
think,
Another verses right
him against like maybe like a Drake or something like that would have been a better verses.
Nah, he can't
Get
go.
the fuck out of Get the fuck out of here.
Drake will
I mean,
lose.
yeah, it's only
Drake
2
not
hours.
gonna
You
have
can
no
only
verse.
pick a certain amount of
Drake
songs.
can't have a verse with nobody except for Wayne.
They can
Kanye,
do it
and
because they
Jay-Z.
friends, but I don't think. You know what?
Hell
That
no.
take is not as bad as it sounds.
Because they were supposed to be on
Like-
a fucking feature
Excuse me,
project
miss?
together of
That
YOLO,
take is not
right?
as bad as it sounds.
You see what I'm saying?
Drake would fucking destroy Rick Ross in the
I didn't
fucking
say
verses.
he wouldn't destroy him, bro. I'm just.
It depends on who watching the verses.
I feel
No,
like,
it don't. And they don't. It don't.
You right.
It don't.
Drake got that.
Drake gonna kill his
Yeah,
ass.
Drake gonna smoke.
Drake gonna kill
I
everybody.
didn't say- but I'm just saying.
Only person,
Right.
only person Drake got to worry about in the real verses is probably is Kanye West.
Can you imagine what Drake goes when Ross play a song? Can you imagine what Drake goes to his computer and do? Like the album that he could pick through, the library.
And if Ross can't use no songs with Drake on it, boy, what?
It's
He,
another-
that's a big blow.
Yeah, I feel like Kanye probably the only person. that
Kanye's
could
the only
give-
one that's
could give
song wise
Drake,
could do it.
Nah, R. Kelly will get Drake the fuck out of
Get
here.
your stupid ass out of here.
I don't
Kels
wanna
will get
go
his
that
ass
crazy,
booed
but-
off the fucking no. Kel, no, bro.
And give him
Yes.
the climate, give him
Yes.
everything.
You don't think Kelly can keep?
No.
Do you know how wild it would be for R. Kelly to step on stage with Drake in
I don't,
2020? Anything?
bro. I don't care. I don't, bro. Kels ain't had no good shit in 15 years.
Y'all is tweaking. Kels
Backyard party.
will have it split based on like 40 and, based off like 35 and up.
Go to sleep.
35 and up
And
will
12
ride
and
with
under?
Kels, and 35 and under. No. You sick.
I don't want y'all to get canceled. So
No,
leave
for
R.
real.
Kelly
But 35
there.
and under will ride
That's
with
the
Kels.
ain't no y'all. It's this nigga defending Kels. And
I'm not defending him. I'm just.
I
I'm
know
just saying.
Kels. I defend Kels when it comes to musically.
I think 35
But at
and
the
up
same
will
time,
ride with
still
him.
Drake will still body his ass.
Drake will body a lot of niggas.
Drake will body
The only-
everyone.
The only person that he's not gonna body undisputed
Kanye West.
is Kanye West.
Kanye
bro.
West.
All right, that's the
That's
one.
it.
That's the one.
And Hov.
And Hov got.
Hov will get body. I'm not gonna lie, Shawn. Hov will get smoked.
As much as I love Hov, bro, like if we
Hov will
talking,
catch a body.
if we talking 20 records, Hov might be able to do it.
I'll
Might be
give
able to
the
give it
only
to him.
way. The only way I would give the win to Drake is if Hov did all features.
Hov don't got.
Hov don't need to do all features, bro.
Yeah, Hov don't got it, bro.
Because Hov can play the
He
Hov
don't
do
got
got
it.
it. Hov do, he got it because he can play the blueprint front to back and goddamn
Not
Black
against
Album back.
Drake. Not against Drake.
Not against Drake.
Not against Drake.
Not against
What I'm
Drake,
saying,
but
not against Drake.
he
He can't
got-
play
he-
shit front to back against
Hov
Drake.
definitely got 50
I guarantee
hits.
you. I
He
can give
could
you.
go in that Kels bag though. Jigga,
I can give you-
Kelly, not
Best
guilty.
of
Trying to tell y'all.
I did
world.
that.
Don't be, I'm trying to tell y'all.
I could give you 20 Hov features that'll stand up with Drake.
Go
That's
ahead and hit the
strong.
motherfucking
He got
turn
5
back,
with
though.
Beyonce alone that'll stand up with Drake.
I don't know about
Crazy
that.
in Love.
I hate the Jay-Z Beyonce songs. I
Drunk
hate
in
them.
Love.
But you got to think about how they go
Except for,
off.
except for that last album, that like summertime.
But you gotta think about how they go off of
Yeah, that was a banger.
In the verses, it ain't
in
gonna
the
be
verses,
about
it's
Hov
about the
spitting.
vibe.
It's gonna
It's
be
about the
about
vibe.
the record and what it meant.
Yeah.
And then we get to talking about that, and you talking about Big
Drake got
Pimpin'
some
and-
slaps, man.
I understand, but like you get to
He
talk
doesn't
about
even go
that.
out
You
the
get to talk about Big
444
Pimpin'.
album.
You get to talking about Izzo.
I don't think he want to see him. I just don't think he want to see him.
I don't think none of them want to see each other.
Cause you know what it
honestly, 'cause
is.
they all the egos
You
is
know
too
what it
big for that
is.
shit.
When Drake get to making
Mr.
people
Carter.
dance out there, I don't know what Hov gonna do.
You said what he do? What?
Hov got some. When Drake gets to making people dance,
Dance to what?
I dance to Jay-Z.
If
I
you're
will
feeling
put
like a
passion
pimp,
fruit
nigga,
on.
go on, brush
I
your
will put
shoulders off.
passion
I've
fruit
been
on
up
out
in
there
this
and let the
motherfucking
crowd go
I'm
crazy.
not gonna let you know. If,
I'm not
if-
playing passion fruit.
If Drake
'cause
puts on
not-
passion fruit, he's gonna lose.
Right,
Y'all
yeah.
don't think
Drake will
passion fruit
lose.
is a
He
hit?
loves
Drake
passion
will
fruit.
lose.
Absolutely.
Boo.
That shit trash.
Man, he would lose 5
Passion
points
fruit.
alone off
What?
playing that
Passion
shit,
fruit
bro.
is a waste of a fucking play.
If he put on passion
What?
fruit, I would play
That
change
shit
clothes.
sucks.
Passion
Right.
fruit is a
And
hit.
win.
Bro, you have to put on controller. Controller,
Excuse
that's a
me,
hard
miss.
one to beat.
Hotline Bling.
Hotline Bling probably beating a lot of shit.
I mean, but we talking about Drake against Jay.
But he talking about passion for passion.
The thing about Drake though, if Drake knew he was going to battle Jay-Z, he wouldn't play none of that.
He wouldn't play none of that
he'll come
sing song
with
hip hop.
shit.
Bro,
That nigga, he coming out. Tell me what's really going
honestly,
on.
6 p.m. in New York type ish.
Think about it. Drake is going to, like, the people that got to put together his greatest hits are going to have the hardest job ever, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because he got,
It's gonna be 40. Now it's gonna be double album.
even then,
40
that's
songs, 40, 50 songs.
It's still, because, like, think about it, all the amazing
That's
moments
why
Drake
I'm
gave
like,
us with the
boy, he ain't
features.
no
That's
fucking
not even his
Superman,
songs.
bro.
And, like, all of his songs, like, even the songs we don't even like God's Plan. Like,
Can we call Drake the new Michael Jackson? Is that a stretch? Is that a stretch?
He might. He not as talented as Mike.
I think he got more hits than Mike.
He might have more hits than
He
Mike.
got more hits
definitely
than
got
Mike.
more
I
Mike
think
could
so.
be more consistent, more hits.
So you can
for
play
Mike.
Drake all day long.
all day.
All day long.
All day.
Yeah.
Even
Like, all
the
day.
albums that you don't like is still very good. That's
Yeah.
why my
Go to
mother's like,
sleep
he ain't
and
got no
wake up
classic. I'm
and
like, you
Drake
tweaking,
gonna
bro. He
still
got
be playing.
he got a classic.
Yeah. I think you can get like 72 hours out of Drake just
Shawn, I got a good question for you.
What's up?
Best album of 2022.
so far.
So far,
it's
we
almost
here.
dry.
I was finna say this.
Almost
Gotta be
dry.
pushed.
Okay,
yeah.
push.
Yeah,
Okay,
gotta be
all right,
pushed.
push.
We all agree on
We
that.
all agree on that.
Yeah,
Everybody
we have
agree
to
on that.
It's
bro.
almost dry. That's
Almost
it.
dry.
Any of y'all go to
It's-
his show?
yeah.
Nah, I didn't go.
No.
to
That might
last
have been
one.
one of the
One of my
best
shorties went.
individual rap performances I've ever seen.
And
Damn,
it
I
was
should've
that was
I heard
that was
it was
pretty
very
intimate.
live.
It was pretty
It was an
intimate.
Aragon, right? Or
No, it was at Radius.
Yeah, on 22nd.
Which is the best
in
venue
Halsey.
in Chicago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That
And
is
it-
close.
You been
I
to
would, say,
Radius?
I would say Radius and Talia Hall. My
Yeah.
two top.
Radius is so much space, bro. They got like 7 bars. In
It's
there.
brand new, right?
Yeah.
I love Talia
You
Hall.
never wait for a drink.
Sir Mac and Halstead, Radius.
You never
Man.
wait to pee.
Yeah, I went
Right.
there for
I
like
like
this
that.
random
That's what I
ass
like.
French.
They let you go
DJ
outside to smoke and come
techno
back
set,
in.
but
Oh, that's
it was
busting.
lit. It was lit.
White Sox don't even let me do that no more. I'm like, bro, are you serious?
No, that's
We
nice.
outside.
It's quite literally the best venue ever. But yeah, no, for real. Like that it's almost dry is
It's
Oh
no,
my
it's
God.
definitely
you
the.
play that in any situation. I was in the club. I was
Now
in
that album was
Bounce,
Grizzly.
and they threw on Scrape It Off
Mm.
and Bounce. And it
I'm
went
gonna
up.
scrape it up. Hey, I miss Bounce, man. I miss Bounce.
Yeah, that's Talia
Go
Hall.
ahead and hit the
Make a
motherfucking
video.
tombstone for that one, bro.
I should get my job back.
You
I
should
used to
definitely
work
just
there.
go up there and get
I
your
used to
job back,
work there
bro.
before the panning, and then like that panning hit and unemployment was so busting, I just never went back.
Crazy. You like Kendrick album?
in pieces.
It was
Right.
trash. It was
Depending on how I
trash.
feel.
It was
Like
trash.
we loved it at first, and I'm like, man, this shit after date.
We
I'm like,
did
man,
love
this
it,
shit-
right?
I'm like, man, this
You
shit
not
got
going
no
back
slaps.
to it, right?
I played it.
You
today.
haven't went back to it, right?
No,
Have you went back?
I went back.
I haven't went
I
back.
like.
I go
the,
back
Hey, you
for
saw
Father
Lejay,
Time, I
you saw
go back
Lejay
for,
shit today.
No.
Lejay talk about name a better body of work. I'm like, nigga, are you serious?
Like, I
that's,
could get-
that's what I
I'm
said.
about to say his first 3 albums.
I'm like,
honestly,
first off, his
but
first
yeah.
album is 100 times better than this. If you want to
Absolutely.
even like, because
Well,
I don't want to have to
His
deal
first
with
album not his best album in my opinion though.
What'd you
Y'all-
like?
yeah, but y'all know that I'm
To
a
Pimp a
pimp.
Bill?
I'm a pimp.
I like
I'm a
Pimp
butterfly
man.
person too.
I like Pimp Butterfly, but I
I'm
feel
not.
like good.
I'm
kids,
a good
kids
kid, Mad
still
City,
better.
damn guy.
Yeah, damn,
Yeah,
it's
like,
not
I-
nowhere
Damn
near
is
as
fire.
good.
Yeah,
But it's not knowing.
I don't like damn like that.
I like Father Time. I like Mr. Morale.
Mr. Morale.
There's
like
some
Die
songs on there,
Hard,
but it's like,
Die
am I ever
Hard,
gonna
fucking,
play
There's
this?
a couple, but it's
What's that
like
pussy, the one with Kodak, of course, man. I keep forgetting the name.
Yeah.
Silent Hill.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been going back to that album.
I haven't gone back to it forever, but like if I put my shit on shuffle and it play a Kendrick song, I might let it ride because the
I might let it
nigga
ride.
he's a good rapper and the song is gonna sound nice, but like
Honestly, the intro.
what
to
mood
that
am I
shit
gonna
too,
be
though.
in?
Was this like Kanye Yeezus for you?
No, I love Yeezus.
No,
So no.
Yeezus was fucking fire to me.
Yeezus was
Even
amazing
like
to me.
everybody was like, ugh.
I didn't
Right.
like Yeezus until I went and saw the live show.
Oh, the live
And
show
I-
was
See,
I-
me,
fucking
I'm-
That's for a
godly.
lot of people that went to go
Actually,
see.
Yeah, but I'm big
Yeah.
into
So
rock.
you went to the live show though.
I went to the live
So you a
show,
fan?
but I also
No,
I,
but
loved the
I didn't go
album.
to the live show.
But I'm
Yeezus, and
big.
still
I'm
not a
big
fan.
into rock though, so like
Yeah.
that hit me right where I needed to go. I'm like, okay.
I
see
think
what he
Bound.
doing.
I think Bound was one of the greatest songs of like this generation. I do love
That
Bound.
shit huff.
Fuck no,
That shit
bro.
sucks.
Blood on the
That's-
leaves
Blood on the
like
Leaves,
shits
too.
on that shit.
Right,
like,
that's one of the worst
several
songs on
times
there.
over.
It just sounds bound to
Well, them-
He
them might-
did nothing on that
Blood on the
song.
leaves. I'm in
Blood
it.
on
He
the
said-
Leaves
he-
and Bound
he
was
said-
two of my
it's like
favorite
He said
songs.
nothing on there. You know what a song I like of Yeezus that don't get no credit? The one with Louis. Send it up.
That
shit
song
go-
is great.
Boo-view.
Hey, y'all probably gonna hate me, but like my personal favorite is the one with Cudi, Guilt Trip.
Guilt Trip is amazing.
And I heard
I think
Kanye.
that
They
was
said
amazing.
Kanye actually sliced that song in half, like after giving it to Rick Rubin
But you
or
want to hear
whatever.
Guilt Trip?
Like literally sliced that
A
shit from
reminder?
5 minutes to like
Nah,
a 2.5 minutes.
The Yeezus track list go really
Man,
dumb.
Kanye-
Y'all remember that
actually-
original Yeezus track list that had leaked?
I feel like we went to college in a special time.
Yeah, that was my first concert.
Like,
bro, I got to, me and him went to Kid Cudi concert together. We went to Drake concert together in college.
We saw Kendrick.
Like, we saw Kendrick,
didn't give a
ASAP,
fuck.
and Drake. It didn't give a fuck.
I definitely was at
Kendrick
that
was
concert.
opening for Drake.
That's right when Peso came out.
On that shit, bro. I spent my rent money to come up to U of I.
You was at that show?
Yes. That was the fucking
wasn't
take care
friends.
of.
The Kendrick ASAP.
Yeah.
You should have hung out with us, man. We would have got you some butt cheeks.
Yeah, it
I
was.
got
we had
some
a
butt
great
cheeks
night.
that night anyway.
I lost my cell phone at I lost my cell phone at J. Cole. We seen J. Cole.
I
I
didn't go to
lost my
Cold
cell
World.
phone at J. Cole concert.
That's the one I didn't go to because I was like, all
Our
right, y'all
Kendrick
have
show
fun.
was different. We didn't get the what was that, Club Paradise?
Yeah.
We didn't get that one. We
It
got
was right
Kendrick.
before Take Care came out.
Y'all got the Adult Swim joint?
The Club
Oh,
Paradise
we got
was
Kendrick by
the
himself. Like
It was right before Take
Mizzou
Care.
opened
no,
up
that
their
was the same
wallet.
tour.
We had fucking Chitty Bang, Wiz Khalifa, and Kendrick Lamar.
So what was
all on
crazy
one
was
night.
when Wiz released
For free.
Cushion Orange Juice.
Yeah, this is
I'm
when
salty,
it
bro. I'm
happened, bro.
salty.
This
What
is
a
when it
time.
happened.
You
He was in
have
Mizzou
any-
2 days later,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
and the ticket to go was $5.
Yes. When I say like the Chitty Bang, like that's what I'm saying, essentially for free. Chitty Bang and Wiz Khalifa performed after Kendrick Lamar did Section 80.
No.
He did Section 80, parts of Overly Dedicated. That was
Bro,
free.
what?
Free. Like you didn't have to pay for that shit at all. And then you just walk right down the street and go see fucking Chitty Bang and Wiz Khalifa for $7.
I never got to see Wiz live, and to see Wiz do that's
And
probably
Cushion
on my
Orange Juice
bucket
that
list.
came out like 3 weeks before.
Crazy.
That's on my bucket list to
Okay,
see
man. And then
Wiz
for us-
live doing Cushion OJ.
For us,
Yeah.
they really believed in like bringing black programming to Mizzou for some odd ass reason. Probably because white people fuck with it too. But,
Yeah, really.
Yeah, culture vultures. Man.
they brought Kendrick off after Good Kid, Mad City, and he headlined like the auditorium in the middle of campus,
That's insane.
like by himself.
That's they pay him a bag for that.
They
thing.
had to, and they only charged the students $10 a ticket.
That's the trip that made me like Kendrick.
That shit
low-key.
a tax
My first
write-off.
trip to Mizzou was
They
the
wrote
first
that
time
shit
I
off
listened
as
to
tax.
Good Good, Mad Kid,
Hey.
Mad City. I was like,
was
okay,
crazy.
I'm in love with both.
And then
Yeah, I
we
definitely
had,
saw him in
we had
St. Louis
everybody
for
else.
that shit.
We had Crit, we had Wale, we had Big Sean, we had everybody but Drake.
Sean
We had Drake when he first. We actually had the first Drake North American concert.
I hated that Drake show. We went to that nigga was terrible. He was
I
singing
mean, it was.
That shit
he
was fire.
It was.
the
decent,
rapping
bro.
parts, but when he was singing, that shit was really bad.
Yeah,
Nah, it was good. He just didn't do Take Care.
No, he did take
He
care.
did a couple
See,
joints off
The
that.
album
talking
had
about
just
that.
leaked,
It didn't leak though.
and he did take care. He
He
did
did a
some
couple
shit.
joints. He
I
did a
ain't
couple
even
joints.
talking about that though. I'm talking about So Far Gone, like Heartbreak Drake.
It-
No, that's what
Right.
he did. That's the
And
tour. It
Drake
was
still
Club
had a
Paradise.
crazy ass set.
He did pretty much.
Second album in.
No. The
Crazy.
set was insane.
Crazy ass set.
It was
No.
still an amazing set, and it was
Y'all
only
still
like
got Thank Me Later at least. Shit, we didn't even have.
we
that,
did
like,
get Thank Me Later.
Like
though.
Thank Me Later.
Yeah.
Then,
It was
bro.
right before
Like
Take Care.
it was a
Take
chick
Care
that went to my
literally leaked
school,
like
bro.
2 days
Like,
before.
Yeah, 2 days before.
Hey, it was a chick named Carmesia, and I ain't gonna say her last name.
It's not that.
I feel like it's that Carmesius. You don't need to like.
I've
yeah,
never
it's too
heard
late.
that name again.
I'm not gonna say her last name. Nigga, it's
Carmesia.
too little bit of world.
CC, right? She used to date a Kappa nigga on campus or whatever, right? And this nigga like salty, like why
he
Drake
think
in
CC
town,
Mhm.
and then 2 months later,
CC's interlude comes out.
CC's interlude is
Oh,
a
nah.
song on his fucking album, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a Carbondale. Everybody know that's a Carbondale girl, right?
yeah.
I feel like
Definitely
every
SIU girl.
every Chicago person
Yeah.
knows it's a Carbondale.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't
No,
know this either.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I know too many bitches.
I didn't know
He
that.
definitely clapped.
I know
his
too many
cheeks.
women.
I didn't know that.
That's all. Yeah, CC go to Carbondale.
Yeah. Yeah.
So quick pause.
Talk about Carmesia.
So now I have questions.
What's up?
First, shout out to Carmesia and the Kappas.
You got some good cooch.
Second, can somebody find me Carmesia?
Yeah, please,
I
like,
got a fucking Facebook,
know it, right,
Instagram.
show
Oh
it.
yeah, let's go.
Let's
go.
see.
Nigga, she used to live right
Let's go.
upstairs
Let's crack
from
it
me.
down.
I heard about it, but I don't know if I ever seen her.
I don't think I ever seen her either.
I'm
All right, I'm about to
Curious
pull
now.
her ass up.
Like y'all just totally put me on some new shit, and I'm like
Let me
all
go
here
on
for it
Facebook
right
real
now.
quick. Damn, I gotta fucking update my shit.
Damn, CC, definitely a real person. Drake been doing this shit for years.
So you know what's crazy, right?
He
I
needs to
just
keep doing
realized
it. He stopped doing the interludes. He needs to talk about every bitch that he loved for every
He can't
interview.
because it's too many. So this is
Yeah.
what I realized.
Yeah,
Nah,
So
that-
everybody
that's
in
away
the
with
room
it.
single?
That nigga for
Huh?
sure.
Everybody in this room single?
Yeah.
yeah.
We're all competing with Drake.
Are
Man,
we?
I'm
Yes, we
already
are.
an Eskimo, bro.
No, we
Hey,
are.
bro. It was
I'm not.
It was a chick I used to crack on.
I'm not
Yes,
competing
you
with
are.
Drake.
It's like
No.
Drake's my boyfriend. I'm like,
I'll put it like
Drake is
this.
not your boyfriend.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Why you
Because
say
he's
such
that
things?
active. He's that active out
he's
here.
that
Drake will
fucking
find a
active,
girl with
bro.
2,500 followers
Bro.
and bring.
Let me
and
tell
fly
you-
her out. That's what's
Instagram that
crazy.
bitch.
That's what he's
Let me
saying
tell you
pretty
the
much.
morning I had. Let me tell you the morning I had the other day. I wake up. I'm doing my morning news writing. Chris Brown just dropped the Warm Embrace video.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm covering the video. I actually watched the video. Video is fucking amazing. Yeah. The video goes off. The Drake falling back video comes on.
Oh no, it's 20.
I've yet to watch the video.
I just watched
I've
it.
heard about it.
Right. I heard about it. I still ain't watched it yet, but I heard about
I
it.
told you to watch it.
Nigga, I don't need you to tell me that.
I watched the video, and he marries 23 women in this video.
Yes.
It's a 9-minute video. I watched every minute of the 9 minutes.
Me too.
You get to the end, and he does the credits of the women that he.
And I get to following the women that he.
So let me walk you
said
down
that's
this road.
Director X. Yeah.
Let me walk you down this road. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and I'm like, this nigga Drake got too much time on his hands.
Too much time.
So then I keep watching, and I look at all the women. I was really only attracted to like 2 or 3.
I followed 2 or 3. I only followed 2.
I found one. She had 4,382 followers.
Yeah.
How many was you follow back? Like 1,000?
Maybe.
Right?
And then I said, this is fucking me up.
Go to her prime, Reezy.
She look crazy though. Her body is crazy.
So
is actually ridiculous.
I stopped and I said, so
Really
this
like
is fucking me up.
Stallion.
And I'm like, because Drake had the time to find the 4,000 follower Instagram girl.
No. So
Drake probably got a filter on his DMs to say less than 4K.
Okay, can I give you the real game on who finding these models?
Director X, what else?
No,
it's not Chubbs. It's not Chubbs. I'm a videographer, right? Yeah. So one of the main people I follow is Director X. Director X is he directs all Drake's videos.
Lil X, no,
he's not Little X. Little X is a totally different person. Little X is the same person. You actually right. That's
the same person, bro.
I'm thinking of Dave Myers. So Director X basically studied under Hype Williams.
Right.
That's who he came under. So this is how I figured the conversation go. I got like 23 chicks Drake that want to go in the video.
But the thing is,
and they all bad. Let's fly them all out, have a great time.
But then Drake DMs him himself.
It's Drake though. They not gonna not say no. Well,
no, that's genius.
It might seem like it's fake if it's not Drake.
And then he sends them flight information.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And hotels.
I'm going.
So you think that's actually all?
If I'm a girl,
you think that's somebody that's working social media?
No. Because we're competing with Drake, bro.
We're competing.
Bro. Because no. The reason why I say this is because.
So how about this? Before you get into that, you don't think that Drake got his friends that got his Instagram password to just go in there and do whatever the fuck they want?
No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe it's him.
Yeah.
All right.
And on top of this, you found the woman who has 4,500 followers.
That's
bro.
tough.
It's
That's
crazy.
Instagram is different. But honestly,
she's supposed to be around for local niggas like me.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably who you want.
Yes, but no.
Yeah.
But
as
look,
Drake,
I'm put like this though. But
that ain't
think
fair.
about it. If Drake wants her and I want her,
it's a wrap.
Who's gonna win?
It's a wrap.
It's not a question.
It's a wrap.
And how many times is he gonna win?
No. Imagine having Drake money, right?
Imagine you marrying a girl that you love, you think is low key, and then she tell you she fucked Drake, and then Drake hit up one day.
I'm not mad about her doing it.
Imagine having Drake money, right?
I'm like, bitch, how much can you get out of him?
You invite the girl out, not with 2 million followers, but you invite the girl out, they got 4,000 followers.
It's a crazy world.
Imagine where her mind goes.
It's a wild world.
It's crazy,
and I see so many things like just being out in the street.
Yeah, just being in the situation.
Things like
in the mix, it's so much.
You are literally directly in competition with every ball player.
Mm-hmm. Right, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man, I just gotta compete with these athletes.
No, you're competing with
the scammers.
No. You know who you're competing with? You're competing with Steve Sarkisian, the coach of University of Texas football, bro. Have you seen
that
his
nigga
wife?
Coach Sark.
No. Have you seen his wife?
No.
Look up Steve Sarkisian's wife.
I don't even know how to spell that shit.
Oh, don't trip. I got you, bro.
Yeah,
I was talking about this earlier.
My fucking knee is done for.
Like, bro, like it's a sick game. So with that, I say, when you get a chance and you find a girl that you really like and she really about you, bro, get out the streets.
Yeah, we done.
Man, I'd have been there and done that. I'd have fucked it up every time.
That's on you, Terry.
That's on me.
Hey, bro, look. This is Steve Sarkisian's wife.
Yep.
58-year-old Steve Sarkisian's wife.
That's how I know these bitches ain't shit.
Or she is, and she's really smart.
No, how old is she?
She's 20.
This bitch don't love him.
Oh, she's like 30-something.
She 30-something. She don't look that young.
Let me see.
She alright. Keep it a buck.
She shouldn't be with Steve Sarkisian.
I mean, if he want her. I'm not surprised at this one.
Nah, not gonna lie. He might have a good joke game. This nigga and her like.
Arch Manning just fucking committed.
Don't underestimate a good joke game. If a nigga,
trust me, I know I have one.
if a nigga can get some laughs off, I'm telling you, bro.
Bruh,
He might can take your bitch. I'm not gonna bullshit you.
Ryan.
Yeah, I see.
He
it.
should not beat me.
He
in
like
any
Judd
place, bro.
Apatow.
He shouldn't.
Nah, bro, that's a white man. That's a
He
shouldn't
shouldn't
like
be
well off
Tom
white
from
man, bro.
MySpace.
I'll put it like this: if you put him in a room with me and we got the same amount of money, I shouldn't lose.
No,
In that picture, it's totally off. In that picture, is like, what is going on
I
here?
should not lose.
In that picture,
she's not
like,
that hot to me though.
I shouldn't.
That's
lose.
just me.
She's solid.
She alright. She
Solid
not a
black
Savannah
chick.
James or nothing like that.
No.
It's
But
Savannah
I say
James.
all of
not
that
gonna-
to tell what I tell all my friends all the time: find your queen and get out the street.
And get
Your
out the
queen
streets.
still do you
And
dirty
get out
for
the
Drake
streets.
though. So
That's fine, but like at least you got
At least
a
you
little
got
real estate.
you got
before-
you got like I got cucked by Drake. Like how terrible is that?
cooked. I wouldn't be in the same room. That's
No,
for damn
cucked,
sure.
cucked just means she get like
Fuck out of here. I
cheated,
beat
bro.
Drake ass in that bitch. Don't. Hey, I love you,
Hey,
but don't make me hate you.
I thought that just meant she cheated anyway, bro.
No,
Like, I didn't know.
cuckold is in your face.
Oh hell no.
But yeah, I'm just
That's why
saying,
you sit on the couch and like,
Oh,
She
you
tell you
watch a
about-
motherfucker?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's like,
Yeah,
hell
that's
no.
kind of like when
Right.
you watch your wife.
yeah.
Oh no, boo.
That's why when I say cuck is the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, that shit is wild.
Yeah, no, I advise my guys all the time. I'm like, I see some things out here, y'all.
Nigga, I done been a
When
part
you
of some
find a
things.
good, when you find
and
a
I'm
good
poor,
one, bro, get out the world,
bro.
How you know she a good one though? She just might have been a reformed.
Bro,
If she reformed, bro, live with it.
When I-
Yeah.
when I tell
because
you-
we've been out here in these
when I
streets,
tell you
too,
I'm
man.
poor and
That's
I done
it.
seen some women do some crazy things,
Just because they liked you, huh?
just because they like me, just
Yeah.
because they thought it might be fun.
All right.
You feel me?
That's facts.
Like I seen motherfuckers text the people that love them more than anybody else. Like, oh, I'm going to bed. You ain't going to bed.
You going
Suck
ahead.
some,
You
right?
going ahead.
Go in the head.
But niggas is filthy too, bro.
Oh,
I
we
be
worse.
seeing some,
But it feels like it's more of a
Fumbles.
betrayal if a girl do it.
Yeah, because we're supposed to be.
Yeah,
we
double,
do the stabbing.
double standard.
We don't
It
get
is.
stabbed.
Double
bro.
standard.
You feel me?
Yeah, it is what it is. That's the way of life. That's the way of the world. That's just the way it is. That's a good Tupac song. He ain't got too many.
Bruce Hornsby.
7.
You tweaking.
You said what?
He definitely got like 7.
Tupac sucks.
Hey, bro.
I won't say he sucks.
I'm not-
It's not my cup of tea.
Hey, bro. You know, I don't deal with too much Tupac hate on
I
this
know you can
motherfucker,
handle
bro.
it, bro.
He don't suck. He's just not my cup of tea.
Not mine.
Yeah, facts.
I think all y'all smoke crack.
Nah, bro.
What, nigga? I said he was a great artist, but he's
That
just
nigga not a great artist.
Tupac
he's a
that
great.
guy.
He's a great image. He's a great icon.
No, Pac is that guy. He got more than 7 songs. I'm not gonna let nobody say it.
Pac look
I
cool,
will not
he
tolerate
talk
no
cool.
dis.
He
My,
look cool. He talk cool. And
my
nigga been a
family would
movie.
disown me if I
agree that's
tolerated
something
any Pac
I agree
disrespect.
he has more than 7 songs.
Exactly. Okay. Cool.
That's because 8 is a bigger number. Than
Okay. Bet.
damn.
His ass mid, bro.
No.
He's real
Pac
mid.
got classics, y'all. Don't be
I don't know
tweaking.
why the niggas in the 90s was fucking with him.
Nah,
Like,
I'm-
especially when you got Biggie right here and he making his music.
No,
the way he
I'm
doing.
trolling. I agree that he has good music. He just wasn't for me.
And that's understandable. You know what? A lot of people can't put themselves in that West Coast mind state, and that's what I realized.
Oh,
Nah,
God. That
your
nigga
ass
not
ain't-
even from the West Coast.
A lot of
Right,
niggas
you
can't.
a clown.
Hey,
Niggas
a
from
lot of people
Boston.
can't.
Niggas from
A lot
Philly.
of
Ain't he
people
like
can't
Philly
put
or some
themselves
dumb
in a
shit?
West Coast mind state and appreciate the music. It's cool.
Yeah, I love
Y'all
Dr.
didn't like
Dre
early
and Snoop.
Dr. Dre. It's cool.
Yes,
I love the
did.
Chronic.
I like Dr. Dre better than Tupac. Fuck
The
out of
Chronic,
here.
yeah.
Y'all. fucking
Dr. Dre
fools.
make better music than Tupac.
I love the
Nigga,
Chronic
easily.
more than I love.
Yeah.
And Dr. Dre can't
A
rap
lot
for
of
shit.
Come on now.
He makes better music than Tupac.
No, he don't.
Hands down.
No, you don't.
But yeah, no, Tupac was cool.
I could low key writing it.
Tupac was just a cool ass nigga, bro.
Come on, y'all.
I was more of a Snoop fan.
I don't like that nigga
That's
much
cool.
either. He alright. I don't like that West Coast
How
shit.
would you like Snoop?
That
bro?
shit huff. It don't sound good. My ears are predestined
He
to
didn't
like
start
other
listening
shit.
to music till high school.
It's not true. I listen to my music and I like my music better than I like that shit. Like
He
Bone
was-
Thugs and Harmony, I piss on them niggas. I hate it. I
He's
hate
a
that
fool.
sound.
You see
I'm
what
not
I'm
a
saying?
Bone Thugs fan either.
That shit's bad, nook.
Y'all is stupid.
You
bro.
just like that weak shit. If you like that weak shit, say you like that weak shit and keep it a buck.
Now to double back on this,
How don't y'all
Double
like
back
Bone
on this.
Thugs,
Cause that
bro?
shit whack.
double back on this. I enjoy Tupac.
I
I enjoy Tupac. He's just not my favorite. I
Oh, he
love
far
Snoop.
from the favorites.
I love
Shit.
Dr. Dre.
These
I love a
motherfuckers
lot of
tweaking.
West Coast.
So, hey, you don't fuck with Thuggish Ruggish Bones?
Like he don't. Fuck,
No,
like, I'm
you
trying to- My fault,
tweaking,
T. I'm
bro.
sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to find out how these niggas don't fuck with Bone Thugs.
I
but
don't.
It's like,
Isn't it clear that I don't like that sound?
But what's funny is them niggas not even from the West.
they from the Midwest.
They from
They
Cleveland.
sound
They from, like,
bad,
Ohio,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
They sound bad. I'm telling you, they ain't got no soul. Like you telling me, like you like out finally some shit with some soul. Them niggas ain't no soul, bro. That's not soulful.
I'm being real. Like you tweaking.
That's not soulful at all,
You
Reezy.
tweaking.
Hey, Thuggish Ruggish Bone, they best shit.
Then Thuggish Ruggish Bone.
And that's really because Shorty
That's
like
not they best
This
shit.
shit is fucking
That's not they best
trash.
shit.
Maybe at the crossroads.
I have appreciated
First of the month, Days of Our Lives.
Wake up.
Y'all don't know what
that might be their
the
best
joint
song.
with Biggie might be their best shit.
You talking
Probably
about
because Biggie was on it.
Notorious Thugs.
Notorious
Thugs,
Thugs?
yeah.
Y'all don't know.
He
Y'all.
probably put all them niggas in a blender.
I have a actually he did put them.
You did put them in a blender. Armed and Dangerous. Can't too many bang with us. Straight up, we know aged us. Label us notorious. Thug ass niggas that love to bust your straight us. Y'all niggas be scrambling, gambling. Ooh.
Yeah,
Better.
I have a respect for them,
Just different.
but they're not for me either.
They suck.
Bone
ass.
Thugs is crazy, y'all.
I'm
Y'all
not
too-
many
They
rappers
suck
I
ass,
think
but they
truly
like
suck,
mid.
They suck ass, bro.
They went platinum.
never
they
trying to
did
hear
their
that
thing,
shit
shout
out.
out to
Y'all
them,
crazy.
but, you know, like
Y'all are
it's
crazy.
just not like
You know my bounce.
I would
You
only
know to the
I would
bounce I
only-
like.
I got cousins that could spit Bone Thugs albums
They
from front
bogus
to
as
back.
hell.
I'm trying
They
to.
from
Where are they
Indiana.
from? Where are they
Indiana.
from?
I bet you the Indiana niggas.
Yeah,
I knew it.
like Central Indiana, like Terre Haute or some shit.
Right,
like
Terre Fort Wayne.
No. Lafayette.
Damn near shit.
What's that? Purdue? Fucking
Lafayette.
Boilermakers.
Oh
Lafayette.
shit.
Definitely Boilermakers.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man, it's a great pod. What else you want to talk about?
this was amazing
Want to talk?
pod.
We want to get into wrestling, man.
Whatever y'all
I've been
wanna
seeing
ask
you. You
about.
go to a lot of
Oh,
events.
you did go to Royal Rumble.
I did.
Yeah, I was like, how was that? Where was that?
it
Was that
lit.
with
It was in
Arizona?
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
It was lit until the end.
Because of who won?
Because we knew once Lesnar came out,
It was
we
over.
knew
It
what
was
was
over
happening.
with. Yeah, when Brock
Yeah,
Lesnar
this
comes
is
out,
over.
it's a dub.
I knew it was over with.
Nobody's beating Brock Lesnar,
No, you know it
especially in
was
St. Louis, bro. Of all places,
You knew it was a
Brock
wrap.
Lesnar loses St. Louis.
Who was the last person to get out? He probably who did he get out? Was it Drew?
Bro, I think it was Riddle.
It was Riddle.
Riddle was
that
last man.
Ain't Riddle from St. Louis? I know Randy from
Yeah,
St. Louis.
Riddle was last
Hey,
man out.
Randy.
But yeah, no, I fucking love wrestling. Wrestling's my shit.
Now, wrestling's my
That's
shit.
my
Even though
bag.
the storylines are so terrible now.
That's
it's
my
like-
bag. Shout out
Shouts
to
out
the
to Sasha Banks, man.
shout
Shout
out
out
Oh
to
no.
Sasha.
Let's get into
Sasha,
this.
my
Let's
baby
get into this
Vinnie
Vince
Mac.
McMahon story real quick.
Yeah, it's Vinnie
This
Mac.
Vince McMahon
What do you
story.
think about that shit, man?
Which way do you want me to answer that?
However you want to answer. What's the
what we
first?
talking
What's
about?
the first thing that came to your mind? Because Vince had to step down.
When I first saw it,
Oh my god.
I said, "Oh, Vince is cooked."
yeah, I thought it was over with. I thought he was about
I
to
still
go-
think he's cooked.
Yeah,
He's cooked.
But like, what for? What though? Because what did he
Had
do wrong?
money, right?
Because it was his own personal money.
For
Yeah, he
real, to be honest
appropriated
with
the
you,
bread the wrong way or some shit like that.
what he's more morally wrong.
Morally
than he
wrong.
is
But at the same
legally
time,
wrong.
he's a fucking Republican.
Nah, bro, but them wrestlers
Like, that nigga
probably
was in
not
bed with
paid the way
Trump.
they supposed to be paid.
They're
bro.
not. And
This
then
bitch
it's
worked
still-
for Trump's cabinets. I'm
And
like,
also-
so that already took it to like, bro, like, you really don't care about nobody.
It's also frowned upon that that you would
Cheat on your
have
wife?
sex with. Well, that too, but have sex with
Your employee,
your employee. And I think what made it worse is that he passed her off to A-Rab.
Johnny Ace,
Like, he passed her to A-Rab,
like
bro.
a toy. Gave me to Johnny Ace. He
Yeah.
gave her $3 million.
I mean,
though.
rappers talk about this shit all the time, right?
But they're rappers. Like, you know, they're not
Bro,
the CEO
you don't
of a
hold them to the
billion-dollar
same.
business.
Yeah.
Bro, the motherfucking any boss is fucking one of their employees. I'm pretty
But,
sure, at least one.
But yeah, I truly think he had to give up power for real.
Okay, so this is.
What if you want to buy that nigga back?
Can I just say this? Can I say this real quick? This is my take on Vince McMahon.
Oh, I got another point.
He should have been giving up power to Triple H,
A long
to
time
Hunter.
ago.
If he would have gave up power,
Just for creative.
Vince
That's
would have.
it.
No, Vince would have
Period.
went to.
Hunter don't need to be running none of the other bullshit. He not the money
But
man.
you want to hear my true feel of what's going on? I think it's a coup to push him out.
Yeah.
I think Nick
fuck with
Khan,
that.
Stephanie, and Triple H
Yeah.
have all aligned and said this nigga got
And
go.
Shane.
Shane
too.
gone.
Shane.
No,
Right,
Shane
right.
too.
Shane too.
Because Shane is a
Shane
shareholder.
too.
I think they all aligned together.
Because this nigga will never quit.
We done.
This nigga has to go.
That was on some succession shit.
And then
Right,
done
get your
with
old
it.
ass out of here. That's,
But
that's
even when
very
you
good.
gotta-
You watch the
Some
session?
succession
Yeah.
shit.
No,
Fuck, that's
I know
actually a
what it's
perfect
about.
example.
Yeah.
But even what's crazy about it is how everything unfolded. At the Royal Rumble, he embarrassed Shane and kicked him out the company.
Yeah, fuck. Oh yeah.
When Triple H had a heart attack, he took Triple H's whole baby from under him
I think that's why he had the heart
and
attack.
said, "You go do some other shit."
Yep.
And then, literally 3 weeks ago, Stephanie
Step
stepped
back, right.
down
Yeah.
to go spend time with family.
Oh, they done with his
But
ass.
now she's excited to be the CEO
This is Succession, bro.
and run this.
It is. Yeah,
This is
it
Succession.
And then they
in
brought
real
in
life.
Nick Khan.
Like real life. Like
Because Vince and fucking Roy, that's actually a very good comparison.
Yeah.
And then they got the daughter, you got the son, woo,
Yeah.
you
And
got
they
the
brought
other
in-
son.
yeah.
That's very good.
And then they brought in
comparison.
Nick Khan, who's all about
Mary
business.
Khan
son,
been getting rid of
the
everybody.
Mary son, Tom. Like
Yeah.
Tom is Triple H.
Nah,
Listen,
no. Triple H been better than Tom.
He's better than Tom. Triple H built.
Triple H more like
he built the whole fucking.
They don't fit.
Nah,
because he's damn near overqualified. He's more overqualified.
Triple H
than the
definitely. He should have got the company. Is what I'm saying. Him and Stephanie.
And Nick Khan is here, like thinking way bigger than what Vince is thinking. And I think all of them looked at this one old ass man who doing all this creepy shit, and it's like,
is it really creepy? Because what did he do? What did they say?
It's not PC, man.
It's creepy because you're paying off a woman to hide something you shouldn't have done.
Exactly.
After you passed her to another man on the same company. Yeah. It's creepy shit.
Yeah,
I feel that.
It's like
I wouldn't have gave that bitch $3 million.
Myrtle Beach and
fuck that.
So within that, you've done all this wild shit.
by admission of pain.
You have to
and
go.
she was a fucking paralegal at that. What the fuck?
You have to go. Yeah. And then even to the point now, they let out a report today that the company has lost over $500 million because of this scandal.
Wow, already?
Already.
Fucking the money.
The stock price is dipping. He has to go.
Because they stock was finally just going up.
And then what his dumb ass do?
Come out on TV 2 nights in a row.
On Raw. Well, SmackDown. You
said SmackDown.
Now, for me being a lover of villains sometimes, I like how he came out and said, when I opened this show, the words read, then, now forever, and most importantly, together.
G.
Welcome to SmackDown. And throws the mic like, you can't get rid of me.
Bro, I told Nook, I'm like, bro, he finna come out tonight. I can't wait. I'm like, this nigga ain't say shit.
Right.
No. But he said everything at once.
Everything. Like, we in it together, goddammit. Then the nigga came out again.
You can't get rid of me.
Right, exactly. He's like.
That was a direct message to Stephanie, Triple H, Shane. That was direct.
Oh, no. Like, peep this. When he stepped down as CEO, that nigga's still the boss.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody finna run shit by nobody else. Vince is still telling everybody what the fuck.
But then what was even crazier?
That's what I feel like they not pushing them out.
When they went and got this high-powered attorney group, and it said on behalf of board of directors, an investigative nigga like me, well, who's the board of directors?
Exactly.
He got 80% of the vote for the board.
He got 50.
He got 80.
No. He has
50%
of
voting power
of the ownership, and he has 60% of voting power.
Oh yeah.
The other board of directors are the niggas we just named.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. I don't think they pushing him out. I feel like some shit might just happen now. They're
showing him you have to go.
You gotta go.
They're building the case on him. You have to go.
Right.
Because they can't force him out. They can't force you can own whatever the fuck you want to own.
This is fire.
He can go back to private if he wants to.
But as a person who runs this show, you have to fucking go.
15, 20 years ago, this shit wouldn't have been happening at all. Period.
He did it to himself.
He did.
Twilight, though.
He did it to himself with his own
That's because he decided to go fucking public. Like
if he never went public, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
He did it to himself through
everybody
greed.
Else money and tied into this shit.
He did it to himself through greed. Yeah. And now it's looking like
now they got Fox money.
And what Vince loved more than anything else? Fucking money.
Yeah.
So when he sees that this money is going
and working,
he sees that this shit is coming down on him, and then when Fox gets to knocking on that door, and USA gets to knocking on that door, and everybody look at him and say, "Nigga, you gotta go."
You gotta go.
That's why he stepped down voluntarily. He voluntarily stepped down.
That's why
but he's like, I still run creative. I still do everything.
But he gonna be gone from that too.
No,
we'll
he's gonna be gone from the WWE.
They're gonna throw him a little something.
I'm trying to tell you, he's gonna be gone.
Severance package.
I don't see how that can happen. If they gonna really push him out of his own,
I feel like this. You know how I know he's gonna be gone? I read the rest of the reports every day. This morning I woke up and read it. It says Triple H has reassumed control over NXT.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's big. That's big. That's big. That's big.
Oh, he's gone.
Y'all ever watch the morning show? Like so this is like the Miss Kessler like situation the same way.
Yep.
Like we gonna get you up out of here. We gonna throw you this little bread.
We're gonna throw you a party. We're gonna make you look like this king of the world. And Vince McMahon finally retires. We're gonna invite all your friends back. But you gotta go.
Oh yeah,
you
gotta
go.
We'll give you
retirement party gonna be in a casket.
No. They'll give you the chance to retire gracefully.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take that chance, it's probably the best option that you have, my nigga.
Yeah.
So
if that nigga want to come out on TV, he could do it though. That's what I'm saying. Like, cause like the first, like SmackDown, they announced that he was coming out Monday. That nigga just popped up. So now, like, it's the thing. Like, this nigga can show up at any time and say some crazy shit.
Yeah.
He's fighting.
He's fighting. It's not gonna last.
Cause that first night he wasn't sure how they was gonna react to him. But then that second night he came out strutting.
But even with somebody as an egomaniac as Vince is, I think a lot of it is, I need this validation in this moment.
Oh, he's a sick fuck. He grew up poor, so his mind is.
And then even with all the shit that's coming out against him, like with that, then you got the unauthorized documentary of him that's coming.
I can't wait.
Ooh.
It's like 3 or 4 of them loaded.
I can't wait.
That nigga finna have a documentary on Hulu, Netflix, Tubi.
It's one
Audibles.
It's one on him, and then it's one on him covering up when Snooker killed his wife.
Oh shit!
And then there's one on him coming up against the steroid era.
Yeah.
Like the United States.
That's when he
Vince
really
McMahon
thought he
or
was
some
going to
shit.
jail. That's when he really thought he was going to jail.
So he's like, it's scary hours for Vince McMahon.
He'll be alright, man. He too rich for
No,
him
no, no.
for anything to
No,
really
no, no.
happen to him.
The cancel culture just hit Vince McMahon, and that's what's crazy.
He's 80 years old. Who gives a fuck about being canceled at 80?
Yeah.
Is Vince like 79 years? He's
Vince is
78
like
years old. He's
70,
old as
79.
fuck.
Oh fuck this shit! I'm going.
And he's
out.
a
I'm
fucking.
going out like a boss.
He's a billionaire. I would not give no
Yeah.
fuck.
He doesn't
Like,
care.
bro, I'm going to hell already. What? There's nothing you can tell me,
I'm
G.
going. Yeah, it makes
That's
sense.
why he's fighting it to the death of it.
That's because
But-
he's a piece of shit.
But he's going to lose. Yeah, he's a horrible human.
He's a horrible
Horrible
human.
human. He's
But
gonna-
he's
he's
going to
gonna
win.
lose.
He's going to fight to the loss.
Damn, he gave us some great years.
I hope
entertainment.
Vince give us a podcast before it's over with. Call that shit No Chance. No Chance.
Do you know the records of and numbers that he would do if him and his old buddy Trump just sat down for an hour?
What?
Talking about old buddy. Them niggas is best though.
They bringing out
Still talk
all.
today.
They bringing out.
Bro,
all
his wife was
the
working in the
fucking-
cabinet. I was like, oh, this
Did you
nigga
ever
Vince
look
really
at-
not for the
did-
people.
Did you ever look at who Trump followed?
No.
Like when he had his Twitter, it was just like, it was the White House, it was all the Trumps.
It Vince.
And Vince-
Bruh,
man.
it was all the Trumps.
Probably Fox News.
It was
and
Rudy
Vince.
Giuliani. It was like Tucker Carlson, and then it was Vince McMahon.
That's crazy.
Nah, they been fuck with each other for a long, long time though.
A lot of
Like
people.
this shirt
A lot
right
of
here.
people fuck with Trump though.
They were
earlier.
out there on that Epstein Island together.
He the only
Yeah.
place. He the only person to have WrestleMania 2 years in a row, back to back.
I ain't never heard Vince name mixed with Epstein Island. Vince knew this shit was fucked up, and Vince was like,
Vince went to his underground bunker. He ain't do that shit off fucking island.
Don't mention me and that.
What
None
was
of that.
crazy is the one that people was glad it didn't go too far was Chris Tucker. Man, they rumors kept popping up like Chris Tucker was at that Epstein Island. Like,
Really?
Epstein was tight.
I ain't hearing about no niggas there.
Oh man, look up Chris Tucker and Epstein. You'll see that shit.
Wow.
He was the
Boy,
only nigga
boy,
name
oh,
that
boy.
popped up.
Wow.
Cause Tucker got big too off Rush Hour, like
Huge
different.
nigga
he got
Friday.
different, he got different big
He
off
got-
Rush
Chris
Hour.
Tucker
Bro.
ran up 100 million off Rush
Chris
Hour.
Tucker,
Rush Hour
Chris
alone.
Tucker 90s run is low key in fucking insane.
Like
Yeah.
let's take it
Like,
from
he had Friday.
Money Talks.
Money Talks.
Ooh.
Money
Okay.
Talks is crazy
Money
good.
Talks is
Crazy
crazy.
good.
Money
With
Talk.
Charlie Sheen as
I might
his
watch that.
opposite,
I might
bro.
watch that tonight.
Money Talk. You ain't watch Money Talks in a minute? I watched Money Talks like
I ain't
last
watched
year.
Money
I
Talks
watched
in a
it like a
minute.
couple
It's
weeks
I
ago.
know no, it's great.
Gee,
I
Vic-
watched Money Talks. It's great.
Victor
It's
Bone
so
Jr. by
funny.
himself. Victor
It's
Bone
funny.
Jr. Victor Bone Jr. by himself is just a crazy
No, he
ass
smoked-
joke.
Sammy
he
Davis
smoked
Jr.,
that- He
dude.
smoked that shit.
Hey,
Victor
yeah,
Bone.
You gotta
Because
think
like the
about-
names are like, who the fuck is Victor Bone? You look it up. This white ass man.
You think about Fifth Element is in there.
Fifth
Yeah.
Element, bro, that's
Yeah.
crazy,
No.
bro. Because Fifth
Crazy
Element,
smash.
Fifth Element came out before Rush Hour. That's like, so look,
Fifth Element
Friday-
was so good though.
Friday
like-
came out in '95. Fifth Element probably came out in '95. So that's $200 million movies right there off back. Then you got fucking Money
Hour.
Talks. Then Rush Hour.
Yeah,
then you
smack.
got whatever coming in between that. Then Rush Hour 2, bro.
Ooh.
And then he's
Rush
gave
Hour
up.
3.
He stopped for a minute. Then Rush Hour 3 came
Yeah.
out.
Bro, after because Brett
No.
Ratner get that
He
get
did the
that
Michael
Jewish
Jackson
money,
music
bro.
video.
He got them boys that contract,
Bro,
bro. I'm
he
telling
He
you.
was best
Yeah.
friends with Michael Jackson.
Best
Yeah.
friends with Michael Jackson. That's
Exactly.
And
that
he
make
did
you
not
stop
grow
working.
up with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So that lets
Mike-
you know
Mike-
how
you know
much
what's
money
crazy?
he was getting.
And Mike
remember-
really loved the fuck out of him, too.
I remember when Michael Jackson died. I would remember thinking,
that's ignorant.
my mama was thinking. I remember my mama. I was talking to my mama on the phone, and she was like, "I know Chris Tucker is so hurt right now. That's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like she felt like Chris
That man was in the
Mike,
video.
I could get a.
He was the
I can
first
get a-
comedian since Eddie Murphy to have a fucking speaking role in one of the fucking videos.
And I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure him and Mike relationship better than him and Eddie relationship.
I'm pretty sure him and Eddie relationship might have been a little bit more.
I think
It was in the
Eddie Murphy-
'80s. It was different.
I feel like Eddie was trying to compete with Mike.
I do too, man.
Like an idiot.
with Mike.
Fuck is wrong with him?
Yes. I
Yeah,
don't know
Eddie
why.
Murphy in the 80s was a rock star.
huge.
He was definitely a rock star.
He was huge.
He
bro.
was
like
God,
nigga.
bro.
And
Like
there's-
Chris Tucker, as big as Chris Tucker was, he never been as big as Eddie
And there's
Murphy was.
stories
Yeah.
about the way that Chappelle is now. It don't even compare to what Eddie was in the 80s.
That's crazy.
And Eddie in the 80s was that nigga.
He was huge.
And Mike in the 80s was that nigga.
Mike
and when you
was
put
that
two
nigga.
niggas in one room to think they that nigga,
Somebody gotta be that
somebody
nigga.
has to be that nigga.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I would say the dominant skin will win in that situation.
Nah, I would say the music will win for sure.
I don't know. It's a lot that goes into a nigga being
Nah,
funny.
bro. Mike, exactly. Eddie is so fucking funny. He would heat Mike ass and make him all insecure and
Mike
sad
can't
and
sing
shit.
in the middle of a room.
Yeah.
Eddie could just in conversation get some jokes off and have women.
Oh nah, Mike starts singing and dancing. He'll shut some motherfuckers up quickly.
But it might not be.
It's close.
It's open for Mike to just go into a whole dance routine. In
That's
the
if
middle
he
of a
feel
house
like
party.
it.
You in the middle of Quincy Jones party. You ain't about to.
If Mike starts shaking his shit, niggas gonna spread the fuck out and get the fuck out the way.
But it's so much easier for Eddie just in conversation. Oh, what's going on? How you doing, Quincy? It's so great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good day to see you. Good day, huh? And get his jokes off real quick. It's no setup needed for that.
If Rick James made them niggas feel some type of way, I'm sure Mike could make them.
Rick James made Charlie Murphy feel a certain type.
Eyes of TV, Brother Darkness.
I've heard stories, man, about Rick James.
This bores me.
Like my uncle got a story about Rick James, man. They used to run a club back in the day. And yes, no, like it's consistent. It remains consistent. Like,
all right,
Rick
tell
James
us.
was just I mean, I'm not my uncle, man. We have to bring him on this bitch.
Fuck that.
So you don't know the story, nigga? You can't tell us the story and not tell us the story.
So
yeah, we gonna bring your uncle on here to confirm it or not. But tell us the story.
okay, so it just goes that they hanging out or whatever. My dad and my uncles, they all promoters and shit. Nishimoto Productions or whatever.
Nishimoto.
They get Rick James to come through, you know, to appear at the club or whatever, you know.
What year is
bottles
this?
flowing.
1 second.
This is like
87.
this got to be like this was like 83.
Ooh,
Okay.
early
Ooh,
Rick.
shit,
Before
early
the
Rick.
bag.
So this like 1983.
Yeah, he wasn't coked
Like,
out
I
all the
wasn't,
way.
Nah, he was coked out. Don't
like,
get it twisted.
Like me and my brothers,
He just wasn't as rich.
None of my cousins are alive. Like my uncles and my pops, and
Right,
big
just
ass
the
niggas
thoughts.
just
Right, you're right.
out here getting it. You feel me?
So he come to the crib. All right, and what
He
happened?
comes to the club or whatever. They take him in the back or whatever. You know, motherfuckers doing lines and shit. This, that, and the third. Bitch walk up on Rick James, white bitch. Like, oh my God, Rick, I love you. All this, that, and the third. And this was one of the bitches that my one of my uncles was fucking on and shit. My uncle, he keeping it play. He like, yeah, you gonna meet Rick. This nigga Rick turned around, grabbed this bitch by the face. Do you know what I do to white hoes?
Oh yeah, that sounds crazy. I heard about this in the Rick James doc.
But this is like one of his like main lines, bro. This is probably like the first time he done said this shit.
Because like,
do you know what I do to white hoes?
what?
Lick that bitch on the face.
Yeah.
Do
So
a
like,
line, bitch. This, that, and the third.
I believe that.
And get this bitch out my sight.
Totally believe it.
Because like with the bump shit,
like dead ass, bro.
The
Dead
last
ass.
great Rick James moment was when Bump J got out of jail, like right before Bump went to jail. And him and Rick did a video or whatever, and they had a documentarian, and she was also a white bitch, and she just had a camera, and then apparently same thing happened. He turned around and Rick James saw this white woman was like, "They ain't take what I do to white bitches."
No, Rick got some
like
crazy
that was
white
like
chicks,
his
bro.
moniker, like for like
They ain't tell you what I do to white bitches.
a 10-year run. He did that shit to like white bitches all through the 90s and shit, 80s and 90s and shit.
Yeah. Shout out my nigga Rick. Rest in peace, you sick motherfucker.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah,
Crazy
but
fuck.
shit, we at 2 hours now. I feel like
Oh,
if we keep talking, we gonna keep talking forever. So let's go
Exactly.
ahead and get the fuck up out of here. Great guest, man.
Great guest. Shout out Shawn.
Anytime, man.
We could probably come back and do this shit again.
Jizzle.
You know what I'm
Back whenever
saying?
you want me.
Right.
Amazing episode.
Tell them where to follow.
I
your
know
stuff,
when it's
though.
an amazing
You
episode.
can follow me on everything at Shawn X Grant. That's ShawnXGrant.
Right
Exactly.
there. Drop that thing
That is
down
on
there.
everything.
Hit
For
the
sure.
like button.
We should make this a thing that when I go on a wild press trip or something, I come in and tell y'all the story.
No, for
That's
sure.
facts, for
This was
sure.
so amazing, bro.
We gonna
Nah,
have stories
anytime
from
we
the
get
Shawn G
over an hour
archive.
and some change, we know what's happening.
I think we should do that. When I go on a wild trip, I'll come tell y'all the story.
Did I do that?